You know, Peter, it's the funniest thing. Week after week, I close my eyes, I open them, and here I am again at Braemar Arena on a Wednesday night. And this time it is week 7 of Djibouti League. We've got a good one for you here tonight. It's Tria and Waler, the two middle-of-the-pack teams in our standings. Should be a good one alongside Peter Odney. As always, I'm Will Peterson. Anna Baining will join us later down at ice level. Peter, we have some big names in attendance tonight, the biggest of which won't join us until our second game. But Tria and Waler, these teams have seen a lot of each other as the puck has dropped. We are underway. The third meeting between these two. We'll talk more later that it'll end up being 4 total meetings. Are we going to see some bad blood kind of boil over tonight? Are things going to get a little contentious?
You know, I don't know. I don't know if bad blood's spilling over. I don't know what that quite looks like in Djibouti League. It might be a whack to the shin pads. It might be some crosswords, or it might be somebody's teeth spilling at center ice. But I don't anticipate any bloodshed. Not tonight. Not tonight.
The puck has dropped. We are underway. Waler is skating from left to right, wearing the light blue uniforms. Tria skating from right to left in their dark uniforms, the black with the blue accents. They've got the puck in deep. Noah Cates sends a backhand shot just wide. Tria coming in at 4-2. Waler at 3-3. Schmidt inside. Noah Cates 5-hole score. Noah Cates with his 6th of the season, less than 1 minute in, and Tria has the early 1-0 lead.
Bing, bong. Put that one on YouTube, Casimir.
Noah Cates off to a hot start. It was his brother Jackson who stole the show last week with 4 goals in the Tria win, but Noah Cates gets it going here. Austin Bagansky picks up an assist on that one. Johnny Brodzinski back the other way, goes off the crossbar just over the shoulder of the new goaltender Caleb High. We'll talk more about him later. Holla sends it across. Noah Cates nearly had a second, but it'll hop up off the glass. Taken by Jake Middleton of the Minnesota Wild. Long stretch pass. Letary will take it on the bank. Forced outside by Corbett. Spinning pass to the center, and Hull will take it. Get it up the left side for Kyle Rao. Drop past Corbett. All kinds of space. Kaskasuo makes a glove save.
Right into the glove.
He will keep it in play for Rinzel.
You want to let everybody know who our hat trick picks are tonight?
Let's
do you want to do that again this week?
Let's do it. As Brodzinski, that's Bryce Brodzinski works in. We've got all 3 Brodzinskis here with us this week. How lucky are we?
The most important Brodzinski is in the stands.
For Tria, I have selected Kyle Rao. Peter has selected Curtis McKenzie.
Yes.
And on the other side, Waler, I have taken the one, the only Jake Middleton, and Peter has taken Matt Register. For those of you unfamiliar, each of us picks a player on each team in each game. If they score a hat trick, we are bequeathed to throw our hats onto the ice. I have made good on that promise. This was before the hat trick challenge when Ryan Sandelin scores his. Here's Kester back down the left side, fires this one high.
Too high.
Peter promised a hat throw if a certain women's player scored a hat trick. I forget who it was, but he went back on his word, and we are never to trust him again.
You sound like my accountant.
To be fair, you let a lot of people down.
I let like 3 people down. 2 of them were your parents.
There was a handful of the YouTube live chat doesn't get fired up too often, and they were fired up for that one as Kaskasuo makes a save. We're going to get a rare whistle here.
I know.
And we will have a face-off in the Waler zone.
I'll keep my my eyes over my shoulder so that hockey fan 1992478 doesn't find me in a dark parking lot.
Again, Tria coming in at 4-2, Waler at 3-3. These two sides have split the season series so far, and we alluded to this a little bit earlier. We will see both of these teams, barring something absolutely unprecedented, in next Monday's semifinals, as they are locked into either the number 2 or the number 3 seed. Jackson Cates sends this one on. McKenzie can't settle down the rebound. It'll be played in the left corner. If Tria wins or loses in overtime, they will clinch the number 2 seed and have quote-unquote home ice advantage, which does not really matter here in Djibouti League.
It does not.
And as for Waler, vice versa, if they win in regulation, they will have the number 2 seed. An overtime win or any loss, that one squirts through, and Register nearly has the first goal of the game for Waler. An overtime win or loss for Waler results in the number 3 seed and they will be at Tria next week. So some really high-stakes hockey here tonight in Braemar.
I feel it. I feel the tension.
And the same goes for our late game. Anderson and Element are locked into the number 4 and the number 1 seeds, respectively. So we will see that same matchup. I was going to say a week from today, but only in 5 days, as we have the ever-rare Monday session of Djibouti League.
Yeah, depending on who shows up Monday at, I think it's 5 p.m. I think we're rolling with the same time slots. If you can get here on a Monday at 5 p.m., I will be incredibly impressed.
Here's Hala getting it ahead for Kester. Got some room down the left side, forced into the corner by Tufty. Kester will play that one off the cage. Rinzel will headman the break up the right side. Jacob Bernard Docker, welcome back to Djibouti League. Been a couple weeks since we've seen him, but good to have him back. He'll cycle it through to the far side. Up to the point for the big giraffe, Sam Rinzel. Now Letary flips it down. Rinzel takes it in the slot, fires one wide of the glove side of Caleb Heil. Now gotten back for Bernard Docker, right-hand side. He'll peel it out to the point. Backhand pass to the far side. Rinzel knifing his way through the high slot, forced outside by Hala. And now Letary will get it back at the left circle.
If I could draw your attention to one other player that we haven't mentioned yet, at least in any special capacity, Mike Kester was mucho frustrado last week. We'll see if he can actually capitalize on a few scoring chances. Otherwise, we might be looking at a few broken twigs.
Mike Kester is back this week for his 3rd week in Djibouti League. 1 goal and 4 assists in his first 2 contests. Here's Letary inside. He scores.
That's a goal.
The captain, Vinny Letary, his team leading 9th goal of the season. And Walser gets it right back. 16.5 to play. We are knotted up at 1.
The tension between the two teams, palpable right now. Somebody's just waiting for the levee to break.
Vinny Letary, the captain, has not abandoned the Walser ship. In our later game, the captains Derek Forbert and Brock Nelson have not had the best attendance.
Is Derek going to be here?
He is not.
No.
Neither Derek nor Brock Nelson in attendance for the late game. We get another whistle here.
Is Dennis Chalowski going to be here?
Dennis Chalowski is here this week.
As
As
I
you
don't
can
care
tell,
about anybody else.
Peter has meticulously combed over the rosters prior to arriving here tonight.
I looked at him while I was at Cub grabbing sushi.
That as well. Peter has picked up some ready-to-go grocery store sushi, so if he has to take off the headset at any point here tonight, you know where he is and what caused it.
Why would I have to do that? I'm a man of culture.
Johnny Brodzinski inside. Risser saved by Caleb Heil, who now overtakes the claim as the youngest player here in Djibouti League. Born in 2006, the 18-year-old from Victoria, Minnesota. Played last season with the Sioux Falls Stampede in the USHL as Letary fires one high off the glass. Bryce Brodzinski takes it back. Traded this offseason to the Madison Capitals in exchange for a Phase 2 second-round pick, a Phase 1 third-round pick, and some future considerations. Can only wonder what those future considerations entail.
Cash.
As Nate Schmidt will take this one back for Tria. That's got to be the coolest feeling. Well, I guess it depends on the amount of cash that's going back, but just knowing that you're worth like a monetary sum to another team. Although I guess it could be pretty demeaning in like a lower junior hockey league. I will say I have a buddy. Oh, Nate Schmidt gets tripped up by JBD, and we are going to get a penalty here. Haul down the left side, save made Kaskasuo. He'll go to get it in the corner. I had a buddy in a very minor junior league in Canada who was traded for $100.
The JHL?
Jackson Cates from between the dashes. Kaskasuo makes a glove save. Nate Schmidt is going to get a penalty shot here.
Fantastic.
As Jacob Bernard Docker got his stick caught in the skates of Nate Schmidt. So Nate Schmidt, the captain, will have a chance on the shootout here for his 7th goal of the season. And here he goes. Bernard Docker chasing him down. Schmidt, and that's a pretty weak little snapper Easy save made there by Kaskasuo with the right pad.
Incredible speed from Nate Schmidt right there. And I should clarify, I'm being facetious when I say cash. I don't know what the future considerations are. It might end up being cash. It could also end up being a player or another pick down the line.
Caleb Heil, the last time he played in the Minnesota youth system, he was with Chaska Chanhassen for their Bantam AA team back in the COVID year of 2020.
It's a long time ago.
A long, long time ago. Since then, played some U18 AAA with the Sioux Falls Power, eventually made his way up to the USHL, and now, as we said, will skate for the Madison Capitals this next season before moving on to Grand Forks, committed to play for the Fighting Hawks.
Heil has also spent some time in a Team USA uniform. I believe he was on a Five Nations roster maybe a year or two ago.
Jackson Cates moving inside, save made, rebound chance. Kaskasuo sees it all the way. It was actually the U18 World Junior Championship, played in one game.
One of those good tournaments.
Indeed. Took home the silver medal. Oh, man, look out. Eric Holla just unleashed hell, but luckily it went high of Kaskasuo.
That was terrifying.
He would have been seeing stars if that caught him between the eyes.
I don't think he would have been seeing anything. I think he would have been face down with a broken GoPro.
Eric Holla gets his pocket picked, and Easton Brodzinski fires one on. Heil makes the save. Hull gets it in the far side. Oliver Moore picks the pocket, sends it out front. Easton Brodzinski, glove save made by Heil. Quick whistle, and the faceoff will come to his glove side.
Oh, I wonder if anyone from Walser might skate up to Howla and say, you took a liberty there with a shot right down the pipe, and nobody wants to get hurt in August at Braemar Arena playing a little 4-on-4. So I wouldn't have been surprised if a player from Walser might have said, hey, knock that off.
You don't get to become the DBL leader in goals and points by knocking it off when someone tells you to not to take a clap bomb.
Well, the leader just lost the puck into the neutral zone again, so I don't know how much of an example we want to follow here.
Hull with a backhand flip for Kester up ahead. Holla narrowly onside. Backhand try. Kaskasuo save. And the rebound will be taken by Bernard Docker. Rinzel to set things up. Relatively low scoring here.
Defensive
over
battle.
Halfway into our first half. Knotted up at one between Tria and Walser. Oliver Moore looking to change that. Bernard Docker flips it out front. Tufty with a chance. Pad save made by Heil. Hull will take it to the far side. Flip this one up in the neutral zone. Kick that with the right skate of Holla. He'll go into the corner and take it.
I believe that Heil's father, Jeff, still owns the best single-season save percentage mark in Bloomington Jefferson history for a goaltender at .945.
That is an amazing pull off the dome for Peter Odney. We will ask our stat man, Craig Roberts, to confirm.
I read it in that book, Blades of Glory, about the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars 2000-2001 season, if you're looking for a reference point, Craig.
Bank pass up to the point. Did not know there was a book about Bloomington Jefferson. I might have to check that out. Tufty with a drop pass. Rinzel takes to the near side, actually. So pretty funny that they called it Blades of Glory to match. Was it before or after the Will Ferrell movie?
Before.
They might have a case there.
I think the book was published, I believe, in 2002.
Holla down the other way. Blocker save made. Kaskasuo. No slap shot that time. We have seen that on a breakaway from Eric Holla, but he opts for the wrister that time. Kaskasuo makes the save. Rao holds. Nate Schmidt. It's a 2-on-0 with Holla. Slides it over. Wrap around. Nate Schmidt scores. He couldn't score earlier on the breakaway, but a 2-on-0 will do just as well. Nate Schmidt from Eric Holla. Tria has the lead. It's 2-1.
I want to know if there's a play where Nate Schmidt is not smiling afterwards. Nothing seems to get that guy down.
We talked about it earlier this season. I'd be smiling, too, if I was sent from Winnipeg to Sunrise, Florida.
What do you got against Winnipeg?
Cold. And probably, I would probably take it over Calgary, but I would much rather be in either Montreal. Johnny Brodzinski scores. Quick answer for Johnny Brodzinski. 2-2. Fourth of the season for the New York Ranger.
I think I'd rather be in Winnipeg as opposed to Montreal.
Give me Montreal, man. Living among the French.
Yeah, I don't speak surrender.
Letary over the line to the far side. I would also rather live in Vancouver than Winnipeg. Here's Paganski across for Rao, ran out of room. He'll wrap it around, try to feed Kester out front. It kicks away, and Corbett will chase it the length of the ice for Tria. No, Winnipeg is just not a city that speaks to me.
I don't know if anyone would describe Winnipeg, Manitoba as a city that speaks to them, but I've been to Winnipeg a couple of times. I like Winnipeg.
Paganski for Kester. Montreal speaks to me.
Montreal speaks to you?
I can get down with Montreal.
What does it say?
It says, come live here. You can speak French. We have good croissants.
Yeah.
Paganski to the far side. Corbett sends it out front. Rao with the tip on goal. Kaskasuo makes a sliding save, and he'll settle it down. Letary to the far corner. 2-2 our score. Less than 8 minutes to play. Tria and Walser in our final regular season game here for these two clubs at Braemar Arena and Beauty League. 3-on-1 look back the other way for Tria. Kester up high, slides it across. Good defensive play made right there. Johnny Brodzinski down the left side, full head of steam into the zone with Letary and JBD. Bernard Docker scores!
Oh, yes!
Jacob Bernard Docker, welcome back to Beauty League. It's his 5th of the season, and Walser has their first lead of the game. It's 3-2.
Yes, Ottawa Senators fans, get ready to watch that all next season.
There's another city I like, Ottawa.
Ottawa? I've never been to Ottawa. I would really like to see Saskatoon.
Would you now?
I would, actually. I've never been to Saskatchewan.
I have never been to Canada.
Never been to, you live in Duluth.
I have never been north of the Canadian border. I've made it as far as International Falls.
Duluth is like 6 blocks from Canada.
Brodzinski sends it across. You think that, but there is really a lack of a
Direct
solid
route.
Solid highway north that'll take you there. I mean, you're pretty much going 55 the whole way, which is not enjoyable. Nate Schmidt will take this one back out to neutral. I will say, while we're on the topic of highways,
and Saskatchewan,
as Hull works this inside on the forehand, save made Kaskasuo. Are you familiar with the Can of Worms construction project in Duluth on the I-35 and 53 and all the surrounding highways there? McKenzie flips it back. Nate Schmidt, nice save made there by Kaskasuo with the blocker.
I am aware of exactly 0 infrastructure projects in the Twin Ports area.
We have had just the worst highway construction for the last 5 years or so. 5 might be a slight exaggeration, at least 3 or 4. Brodzinski will poke this one ahead. Easton back the other way with Bryce, slides it across, backhand try goes wide. But today, as I was making my way south here to Edina, I noticed that they have reopened the connection from 35 to the Blotnick Bridge to get across to Superior.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, some good news there.
Thank God.
The traffic congestion in the Lincoln Park neighborhood of Duluth was just awful. And now we have another direct route open to the gateway of Wisconsin.
In case I need to go see Superior, Wisconsin for some reason.
Superior is a hidden gem, sir.
I don't disagree.
There are some great little spots over in Souptown. Kester tips us one on
There's
goal.
a pizza place called Thirsty Pagan, which is
Thirsty Pagan is so good.
Outstanding.
What do you get there? What's your go-to pie?
I've only been there once. It was for a bachelor party a long, long time ago. We got a tour of the brewery, which was lovely. They fed us some blueberry sour, which was great from what I remember of that evening. And pizza-wise, I think we just did a pretty standard pepperoni pie.
Their pepperoni jalapeno is just
It was pepperoni
to die
jalapeno.
for.
That's what it was.
They put a little bit of honey over it.
Just a little
Majestic. If you're ever in Superior, Wisconsin, Oliver Moore back the other way. Heil has been solid so far. Makes another nice pad save. No, Thirsty Pagan is a must-see if you're in the Twin Ports.
Thirsty Pagan.
You know, the other part about going to Superior, you can drink at like 12 with your parents' permission. It is truly amazing.
That's why Wisconsin is a failed state.
Hull will take this one at neutral. Finds Hall up ahead. He's into the zone with Noah Cates down the left side. Flips this one back behind. Hall will go to get it in the corner. 4 minutes to go in our opening half. A 3-2 lead for Walser here. Schmidt for Hull. All kinds of room for Holla. Kaskasuo windmill glove save. Gets a nice ovation from this crowd here at Braemar.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty. Put that one on a postcard.
A postcard?
Yeah.
You still buying postcards, Peter?
Sometimes.
You know, just because you said that, I'm going to make sure that we get some custom DBL Casimir Kaskasuo postcards.
Postcards? Well, call up Vista. Does Vistaprint still exist?
Vistaprint is still kicking.
No
Long
way.
shot from Schmidt, tipped wide by Hull. Rao far side half wall for Schmidt through the legs of Moore, backhand, and Holland nearly fell down there. A little bit of a Charlie Brown stagger.
Well, that was all his fault, too. I mean, he wasn't pushed, he wasn't tripped, he wasn't hooked. He just started kind of wobbling there.
Nate Schmidt will bring this one up to the point. Less than 3 minutes to play now in the opening session. Jake Middleton hasn't really been out there all that much, but he's out there now. Holla will send this one up into the netting. We will play on, and Oliver Moore, with a full head of steam, now drops it back for Middleton. Do you happen to catch the Minnesota Wild schedule reveal video? Middleton, save made by Heil with the right pad.
How do you make a creative reveal for 82 games?
Well, the Wild pulled it off. It starred Jake Middleton and Brock Faber, and it was phenomenal. They just went to Valley Fair and rode on a bunch of rides, and then they put the little graphics up in the corners. But it's a vibe. I'll have to send you the link.
Anything interesting in that Wild schedule? Are they playing anybody too many times?
I know that I believe they have another global game. Bernard Docker feeds this one through. Johnny Brodzinski below the goal line, now picked off by Kester. They do play the Chicago Blackhawks at home on my birthday, so definitely considering a trip down to St. Paul for that one.
Wow, can't wait to watch two 500 teams go at it.
One of those 500 teams has Connor Bedard, and the other has Kirill Kaprizov. So, yes, I am looking forward to two 500 teams going at it. I saw Kirill Kaprizov, the fourth best posted odds for the Rocket Richard Trophy this year.
Richard.
Wow, I just exposed myself as an absolute casual.
You were just beaking about how you want to go to Montreal, and you called him Rocket Richard?
We're going to have to cut that one in post. Renzel backhand try, blocker save made.
Did you know it was Richard? Are you pulling my leg here?
No, it's one of those things where you never hear it said out loud, and you just assume that it's one way, and they're lucky. The folks at home, they don't have a camera on my face because I can feel myself glowing beet red.
Do you know what Richard's first name was? Maurice.
Oh, okay, yeah, that I can connect those dots now.
There you go.
Renzel sends this one out front to the far side. Lettieri loses a foot race. Jackson Cates down the right side. Less than a minute to play here in the first. McKenzie at the right circle making his way in. Kaskasuo save made. Some really good goaltending here in the first half. Kaskasuo and Caleb Heil.
Look at that
hustle
from Mike
stellar.
Kester.
Yeah, Kester and Lettieri in a nice foot race there. Kester then puts the move on Lettieri.
He's exercising some demons with that effort right there.
Less than 30 seconds now. Cody Corbett looking to go coast to coast. Pocket picked in the high slot. Renzel outlet pass. Banks off the skate of Nate Schmidt. Now played near the Walser bench with 15 ticks to go. Register for Renzel. 10 seconds now. Up ahead finds Lettieri. Throws it across. Easton Brodzinski. Check that. It's Johnny, and it goes wide. 3 seconds now. Got to get it to the net. Fires it. Register. And that will do it for our first half. So a bit of a defensive struggle here in the early going, but is a 3-2 lead for Walser at the half. Vinny Lettieri, Johnny Brodzinski, and Jacob Bernard Docker with the goals. Peter, your thoughts?
Defensive battle. I think this is kind of a trend that we've seen the last couple of weeks. Start slow, finish fast. Looking forward to the second half.
Anna Baining down at ice level with Eric Holla.
I'm here ringside with Eric Holla on Team Tria, and Eric, we're not playing for nothing here in Beauty League. Obviously, the John Scott Cup is on the line, and your team, Team Tria, is in the lead, so what's it going to take to win?
Well, we're down one, but I mean, we're just having fun. We just, we want to do well, and like I said, we're just here to have fun, get sweat, and score a couple goals. So,
have any tips for? Have you ever won a John Scott Cup before?
Yeah, I won it a couple times, but yeah, just got to score. Score more than the other team.
Well, good luck. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Anna. Good to hear from the DBL goals and points leader, Eric Halla. And at this time, we remind you that Tria is proud to provide world-class orthopedic and sports medicine care for the athletes in the Beauty League. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, you'll get the same expert orthopedic care when you're treated by Tria. Schedule online today at tria.com. Walser is a multi-generational family business that is still family-owned and operated today. Nearly all new and used Walser vehicles come with Walser Care, a complimentary limited powertrain warranty. Check out walser.com to learn more. So in that first half, we learned that the teams are starting to tighten their belts a little bit going into the stretch. We also learned that I do not know puck. Sad to say.
I'm sorry I teased you so badly there.
Hey.
I felt a little bad, but I couldn't believe
that is inexcusable.
Somebody as smart as you, Rocket Richard. I highly recommend you do, because I think you and I are the same. We like doing research on things that we probably won't ever actually need to know. The 1960s Montreal Canadiens. Jean Beliveau, Rocket Richard, Jacques Lemaire, and then you get into the era of Larry Robinson and Guy Lafleur. The Montreal Canadiens are, right up there with the New York Yankees in terms of visibility.
Eric Halla cutting in and sends this one up and out of play. Now he's gonna leave it behind. Good. A man of honor is Eric Halla, and he will leave it behind. Walser will take over here.
If I knew how to say a man of honor in French, I would say it in French.
Le man d'honneur.
Is that actually
I don't know, something like that. This one will go the length of the ice. Kaskasuo comes to play it. See what he pulls out of his bag of tricks here. Oh, just a nice little simple pass for JBD. Now to the near side and flipped up ahead. Bryce Brodzinski in over the line to the right side, cutting in, pass across, ran out of room. Did Jacob Bernard Docker, and he'll pull it back up. Rinzel with it now. It's a 3-2 Walser lead here. A minute and a half into our second half. These two sides have met twice thus far in the regular season, splitting the series, and they will meet for a fourth time in Monday's semifinals. Pagansky across. Rouse sends that one up and out of play. We'll get a whistle, and the clock will tick under 21 minutes before the puck is dropped here on the face-off to the glove side of Kaskasuo. Good crowd back here at Braemar Arena. Again, it's still early at 6 o'clock as I check the local time here. It is 5:39. At 6 o'clock, we have the Walter Cup here in Braemar in the lobby. So I encourage you, if that sounds tantalizing and you're in the area, feel free to swing on by. There will be some pictures. There will be some autographs from the PWHL players.
Yeah.
And then, if you feel so inclined, Morris sends one on and goes wide. Stick around, watch the women's game, see some of those players that fought hard for the Walter Cup. Hull is over the line. I am curious, though, how they will handle the women's playoffs. Granted, we only have 2 teams, so I'm not sure if there is a semifinal arrangement that can really be equitable.
Best of 7 series.
Pagansky, we'd be here all the way through September.
I can think of worse places to be in September.
Like where?
Like Montreal.
Pumpkin Patch?
Montreal.
Kester sends one wide.
Pumpkin patches are all right. They're okay.
You've been brainwashed by your fiance
into
believing that pumpkin patches are okay.
We've gone to a pumpkin patch twice in 6 years of dating.
And that is twice too many.
Why?
Just not a pumpkin patch guy. Can't say I've ever been. Can't say I ever want to go.
Well, if you're interested in meeting a possible significant other, I would highly recommend a pumpkin patch. Are you kidding me?
All right. Oliver Moore and Sam Rinzel, the Gophers, are in on a 2-on-1. Nate Schmidt shuts that down.
Cider, fall air, the desperation of
if I want a good cider, I would go to an apple orchard. I can rock with an apple orchard. It's a lot better than a pumpkin patch.
You can get good cider at a pumpkin patch.
Rinzel at the right circle, heavy wrister. Blocker save made by Heil. Oliver Moore cuts down the left side, under 19 to play. Tufty for Rinzel off his skate and into the corner. He'll go to battle for it with Corbett. Working it out front. Save made by Heil. Kicks over to McKenzie. Bank pass finds Nate Schmidt on the near side. And they are up out of the zone. It's McKenzie taking it over the line. Drops it back. Schmidt. Back and forth they go. Off the skate of Middleton out front. Jackson Cates will go and play it in the corner.
Oh!
McKenzie a one-time. Pad save made. Kaskasuo. Rebound controlled by Lettieri, who will flip it back for Register. Long stretch pass. Finds more in the neutral zone. Now here's Lettieri. They're in the zone onside. Back across. Middleton can't settle it down. Tria with control. Schmidt. Jackson Cates over the line. Just over 18 to play here in the second. A 3-2 lead for Walser. Kester. Oh, thought about the one-time right there. Tried to pull it to the backhand. Lost control. Gets it back. Nate Schmidt flips it through. Shot save made. Kaskasuo. Rebound controlled by Noah Cates. Now here's Holla again. He scores. DBL leading 11th goal of the season for Eric Holla. It wasn't a slap shot this time. Tria knots things up at 3 here in the second.
Oh, nice to see a little bit of offensive life. We went quite a long time without a goal there, but Howler right in the open. Kaskasuo got a piece of that. Hops up, hits the netting right under the crossbar.
If we had a DBL MVP, I would imagine it'd be a two-horse race right now between Holla and Ben Myers. For that matter, I think there should be a DBL MVP.
Is there not?
Maybe we'll have to talk to the folks in charge and see if we can't get that implemented here in year 10.
Well, Dennis Chalowski would get my vote.
This one, a little back and forth, and Kester can't finish it off on the back end. Dennis Chalowski could do anything, and he would get your vote.
That's true.
Lettieri up high.
Might have to pony up for a Dennis Chalowski jersey this season.
Middleton working it in on the backhand, pulls it out at the right circle, now feeds it across. Johnny Brodzinski, they try to go back and forth. Middleton can't settle it down on the return feed. Kicks off the skate of Hull up ahead for Holla. He's got Kester. Score! 5-hole goal for Mikey Kester. Back-to-back goals for Tria, and they're back in front. It's 4-3.
He gets on the board. The monkey's off the back. He's so excited.
Now he's getting some kind of back massage from the coach over there.
I think he's fixing the nameplate.
Ah.
But Justin Hall was pretty excited for him, skating off. We'll see. I think Mike Kester might end up with a couple more goals tonight.
It's his second of the season and his third game played, and it gives Tria a lead here under 16 to play, 4-3. Now Nate Schmidt looking to add on. He's got JBD closing in on him. Nice play there, but Rao couldn't finish it on the other end. Rinzel with it now. Nice move to get around Rao in his own zone. Skates it up the ice, over the line, into the zone. Now into the corner. He'll rim it around for JBD. Easton Brodzinski. Rinzel kicks across. Oh! Sam Rinzel is going to get credit for that goal. It bounces off a defender's skate. Sam Rinzel will take it any way he can get it, and so will Walser. We are tied back up at 4.
Oh, my gosh. That goal was more disappointing than my freshman year of high school.
Off the skate of Nate Schmidt that time.
It bumped off a couple of things. It just kind of squirted between the wickets.
And we are tied back up at 4. Peter, I'm so sorry that your freshman year of high school was a disappointment. Bryce Brodzinski,
okay.
glove save made by Heil. Quick whistle, and we'll have a face-off.
I appreciate the sympathy, though.
My freshman year was cut short by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably worse.
No, it wasn't all that bad. I mean, I just got to play Fortnite for like 3 months straight.
Yes.
What do you know about Fortnite, Peter?
Nothing. I know nothing about Fortnite. I know nothing about Fortnite. I know nothing about Minecraft. I know nothing about what's another popular game that I know nothing about? College Football 25.
Love me some College Football 25.
I don't know anything.
Kyle Rao will feed this one down low. Pagansky loses control. Rinzel from behind his own cage. Backhand flip. Bad turnover there. Corbett will take it. Backhands it over. Pagansky went off for a change, but he's replaced, and Cates will play it for Rao.
Well, that's a refreshing change not to hear somebody in the stands yell, "Duarte!"
Schmidt, Jackson Cates off the skate of JBD. Now Schmidt in the far side. McKenzie loses control. Bryce Brodzinski down the left side. Save made. Heil rebound try. Nice sliding save made there on Easton Brodzinski. 13.5 to play. We are tied at 4. Set up for a good finish here. Week 7 of Djibouti League. Nate Schmidt back. McKenzie across. Jackson Cates takes it off the skate of Brodzinski. Now tripped up right out front was Jackson Cates. No call. Easton Brodzinski in with Bryce. Backhands it across off the breezer of Hull. Middleton will play it in the neutral zone. Back in their own end, Walser will set things back up under 13 to play. Middleton skates by that one. Easton Brodzinski goes back to play. Long pass finds Register. Now Middleton. He's in with Tufty, decides to pull it out. Now backhand again finds Tufty. Down low, pass broken up by Hull. Up the far side half wall, now near the Walser bench. Pocket picked for a moment. Jackson Cates in there as well. Tufty ends up with control, gives it for Moore. Drop pass, Register, left circle, backdoor, Moore scores.
Beautiful.
It was only a matter of time for Oliver Moore to get his name on the score sheet. 12:15 to go. 8th of the season for the Minnesota Golden Gopher. Walser has a 5-4 lead.
What an outstanding play. And Oliver Moore's ability to direct that puck where he wanted it to go, even though the pass handcuffed him a little bit, maybe a little harder than he was expecting, that is a special, special set of mitts.
Oliver Moore, as the kids say, is a dog. And it's his 8th of the DBL season. He had 9 tucks in his freshman campaign for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Walser has the lead here nearly halfway into our second half.
Was it really just 9 goals?
9 goals, 24 assists.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that'll do. Register down low. I remember he started off really hot, got a little bit snake bit there in the holidays and whatnot, but remained a productive player regardless. Tufty's backhand try denied by Heil. Kester, nice between the legs pass to Spring Holla back the other way. Over the line. Left side finds a trailing Noah Case. That one hops up off the skate of Bernard Docker into the near side corner. I think they had Kaskasuo beat there. They'll try it again. Up high they go. Kaskasuo shuts it down. Eric Holla with a couple of words for him. We assume that they are exchanging pleasantries.
Doubtful.
You think they're talking a little smack right there?
Eric Holla does not look like he's having a great time tonight, so I think he might be talking a little smack.
You know, my sister worked on a group project with Eric Holla at the University of Minnesota.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did he pull his weight?
He did.
Oh, good for him.
She said it was very nice. Very nice, very good contributor.
I hated group projects in high school and college.
I think it really depends on the project and who you're with. Because if you're with the homies and everyone's doing their work, it's majestic. If you're with the homies and no one's doing their work, it can ruin a friendship. Register across, and Tufty can't get that one on his stick. Holla will poke it ahead. Let's see if he exercises the demons. Back check from Moore. Takes him down, and we're going to have a penalty shot here. Oliver Moore does not have an off switch.
No, he doesn't.
And Eric Holla will have a chance now on the shootout on the penalty shot for his second goal of the game. It would give Tria the 5th goal to bring this one back even. Here he goes.
Well, let's see how he contributes to this group project.
Holla just went straight to the backhand, and Kaskasuo makes the easy glove save for someone who was looking, as you said, pretty mad earlier. I thought he was really going to go for it. And Rinzel just putting on a show as he brings this one up the ice. All the way through, and he fires it wide.
Oh.
Let that be a lesson for all you kids at home. If you're going to pull off a sequence like that, bare minimum, you got to hit the net.
Close, but no cigarette.
Because if you hit the net, you can maybe still get on a highlight reel. They're not putting anyone who misses the net on a highlight reel.
Oh, here we go. 2-on-1. This will go on a highlight reel.
Terry with Johnny Brodzinski. Nope. Nate Schmidt shuts it down.
Nate Schmidt putting the fun in fundamentals.
Letary over the line. I think that was a dialogue line from Backyard Baseball or something back in the day.
Fun and fundamentals?
Mm-hmm.
It probably was. I played a lot of Backyard
I think
baseball.
Sunny Day and Vinny the Gooch were chiming in with that one. Did you see they're relaunching the franchise?
Well, that makes sense. We're kind of in that we've officially entered the era of the backyard sports fulfilling a nostalgic niche for a few generations. I was actually watching Oregon Trail 3 gameplay today on YouTube.
You and your Oregon Trail, man, is unbelievable.
Oregon Trail 3 is one of the greatest games ever formed by man.
McKenzie down low across. Kester, save made by Kaskasua with the left pad. Now back the other way, Rinzel. They are narrowly onside. Letary fires it wide on the glove side of Heil.
How else would I know what cholera is?
Anyway, Backyard Baseball and the entire Backyard Sports franchise has been announced that it is coming back within the last week or so. There's been a lot of traction on social media as Raul has that one denied by Kaskasua. We'll pause and rate to play. That was a big, big childhood game for me. Ripped it on my dad's PC. Fun time. You had backyard baseball, backyard hockey, backyard football. I had backyard football on the PS2. It's the only video game I ever played with my dad. I beat him 49-0, and he vowed never to touch a console again.
Well, that explains why your dad is less than thrilled with you pretty much all the time.
Jeez, Peter.
I actually have no idea. I've never met your dad. He might like you very much.
I'll be hearing about that tomorrow at Move In. Jackson Cates down the other way, loses the handle.
Sorry, Mr. Peterson.
Mr. and Mrs. Peterson
Mr.
tuning
and
in
Mrs.
from
Peterson.
our home in Duluth. We'll hop on down 35 tomorrow to help me get settled.
If I were them, I'd tell you to do it yourself, and I'd go to Thirsty Pagan for a pepperoni pizza.
You know, they're not big Thirsty Pagan fans. Every time I bring it up, I just get shut down.
Huh. Do they prefer Thirsty Pagan's sister restaurant, Satiated Christians?
I'm not even going to pretend to know what that means. You can explain it to me later. Pole cutting inside, stripped by Bryce Brodzinski. He'll make his way down the right side, closed off by Jackson Cates, feeds it across for a streaking JBD, and his backhand try goes wide. Cates will play this one ahead, broken up by Bernard Docker. Flips it to the near side for Register. 6:10 to play, a 5-4 lead for Walzer. Brodzinski for Rinzel. Shot blocked by Corbett.
We're getting close to double puck time here.
We are. Neither team has used the Dick's House of Sport double puck, the 2-minute window in which any goals for the team that triggers it count as 2. And we'll see coming in down the stretch if that becomes a factor. Tria has just one hot puck goal on the season, came from Eric Halla back in week 3. Walzer has 3, Bryce Brodzinski, Oliver Moore, and Sam Malinsky. Brodzinski with a shot from the right side. That time, glove save made by Heil. He'll hold on, and we get a whistle.
It's a good time to tell you a little bit about Beauty League's biggest fan. Her name is Callie Opsall, and she handed me a hockey card a very professional-looking hockey card. It's on nice cardstock. It's got a little bio on the back.
Yeah, that's an upper deck hockey card right
upper
there.
deck hockey card. As a lifelong Minnesota Wild fan, Callie attends nearly every home game for both the NHL and AHL teams. Her passion began with collecting hockey cards, and each new release brings excitement. Hockey isn't just a hobby to her, it's her life's passion, and the dedication extends beyond the rink. Callie Opsall, the Beauty League's biggest fan. Hope your dad feels better. He hurt his shoulder, and according to Callie, he is out there wrangling heifers on the family farm with one arm.
Sounds like quite a task.
That sounds virtually impossible.
Noah Cates looking for the equalizer, rings the iron.
He'll hear that in his nightmares tonight.
Now Moore and Tufty in a 2-on-1. Moore will keep, and a pad save made by Heil. Gets it right back off the inboard, sends it out front. And Tria will regain control back the other way. Nate Schmidt with it. Over the line, feeds it out front off the skate of Halla. Kaskasua will cover. Touch over 4 to play. 5-4 lead here for Walzer. And as it stands right now, the game winner would be an own goal off of a Tria defender's skate. It was credited to Sam Rinzel. I'm sure Mr. Rinzel will take anything he can get in the scoring department, but would be one heck of a game-winning goal here in the matchup to determine the number 2 seed in our coveted DBL playoffs.
Coveted. I got a feeling we're going to overtime, though.
Do you now?
I do.
I will say that math gets a little bit tougher here with both teams having the hot puck. It's a 1-goal game, so a hot puck goal would either make it a 3-goal or a 1-goal lead for Tria.
Oh, Michael.
We would have to get one more goal here before the hot puck goes off to really make it a true tie-up situation. More down the left side, forced in by Schmidt. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Ooh, Nate Schmidt takes a spill from Oliver Moore.
Wow, what did we say before the game started?
And Schmidt gets up okay. Yeah, that big gasp here from the fans at Braemar Arena. Not what you want to see. And we're going to get a penalty shot.
It's a good time for Oliver Moore to hop off the ice and hang out at the end of the bench.
Nate Schmidt will get a penalty shot here with the hot puck. Schmidt. Did Cascasuo save that? He did with the right pad.
Yes, he did.
Would have been a 1-goal lead for Tria had he got that to go. They have the hot puck for another minute 42. Middleton working in. Oh, my goodness. Mike Kester tripped him up. There's something in the water here at Braemar Arena tonight.
Fluoride.
My goodness.
He just went ahead. Are we going to get a replay on that one? That was I shouldn't say it was funny, but it was kind of funny to watch Jake Middleton just go down like a house of cards and effectively headbutt Caleb
Kester,
Heil.
who was the main player to take issue with Moore. Funny enough, they're teammates, but he gave him a little cross-check into the boards after they fell down, and then for Kester to turn right back around and trip up Middleton into the goaltender Heil. Boy, oh boy. Letary, Johnny Brodzinski poking at it. We're getting close to double puck time here for Walser. They are waiting for the last possible moment, and here we go. They will have hot puck privileges for the last 2 minutes here. Not yet on the scoreboard, but we assume they will honor it. Both teams with the Dick's House of Sport double puck here. One-time look, Johnny Brodzinski. Nice save made by Heil. Pagansky will dig this one out. Long stretch pass back the other way. Rimmed around to the near side, JBD. These guys going hard now. Letary over the line, off the post. Tried to pick the top corner on Heil, and there goes Heil to the bench for Tria. Holla bringing it all the way around town to Corbett up high. Extra attacker is on. It's Kyle Rao for Tria. Minute 15 to play here from Braemar. 5-4 lead late for Walser. Right circle, Holla through traffic, misses wide. Taken at the far side half wall by Corbett. Minute 6. Rao down low for Schmidt at the half wall. Corbett. Holla. Less than 1 minute to go now. Schmidt down low. Touch pass out front. Rao with it at the near post. Forced outside by Corbett. Now played in the corner. Held at the zone by Schmidt. He backhands it down for Holla across the crease for Rao. They can't connect. Corbett will go up to the line and play this one. 40 ticks to go. Rao, far corner. Out front, McKenzie's shot goes wide. Schmidt plays it up high. Corbett, 31 ticks. Rao plays it off the skate for Holla. Cutting in, pad save made. Rebound will clear out to center. Everyone will have to tag up. Kyle Rao goes to get it. 20 seconds to play. Rao splits the D. Holla for Schmidt up high. 12 seconds now. Broken up. Register will flip this one up out of the zone. 7 seconds to go. They're going to have to hurry. Schmidt turns and fires this one ahead for Holla. Backhands it in. Letary takes control. Rims it around, and that will do it. Walser hangs on. They secure the number 2 seed in the playoffs. It is a 5-4 win in a tightly contested and at times scary game here from Braemar Arena. Peter, Walser finishes their regular season on a high note. Your final thoughts?
Well, I want to give you a bouquet of flowers here. Mickey Redmond couldn't have done that final minute better than you did, keeping up with all the action, a defensive battle to get us started tonight. I don't know if I've seen a Beauty League game where the combined score was in the single digits, but when we get close to playoff time, this is just how the games go.
Sam Rinzel is your player of the game, and tell you what, I kind of feel like jumping up and down for this puck. Love me some Sam Rinzel.
You should. I think you should stand up right now. Stand up right now.
Sam, up here.
He has a K on his uniform. Is that supposed to be captain?
Is it? Are we in Mother Russia?
I prefer Father Russia, but that's just me.
I have stood up.
You are standing, and you've been
ignored.
ignored.
A small child has taken the puck, as he rightfully should.
Thank God.
And that will do it. Oliver Moore and Sam Rinzel each make their way down the tunnel. Very exciting first game here from Braemar. Don't go anywhere. When we return, it is it is Element, and it is Anderson. Anderson's still looking for their first win of the DBL season. Should be a good one. Jake Gensel when we return here on Beauty League. We welcome you back here from Braemar Arena. It was a good one to start off Week 7. We hope to get another good one here. It's Element, the number 1 seed here in Beauty League, locked into that number 1 spot against Anderson at 0-4-2, still searching for their first win of the season. Alongside Peter Rodney, I'm Will Peterson back here from Braemar. Peter, Anderson has come close. Their closest game, or one of their 2 closest, the shootout loss to Anderson back in Week 4. They blew a 6-0 lead in that game. They've got Jake Gensel with them tonight, a big scoring punch up front. Is tonight the night that Anderson breaks the seal and gets their first win of the season?
No, it's not. You want me to elaborate on
Yeah,
that? Because they're
let's
playing
hear it.
Element, and as Element's biggest fan, I could never believe in another team. I also trust Eric Rasmussen and Danny Cristo a lot more than I trust Paul Martin and Taylor Chorney.
Well, there you have it. Peter is picking Anderson to continue their losing ways.
That's called analysis.
For lack of a better analogy, this matchup, at least historically, is that of a hydrogen bomb and a coughing baby. We are underway.
What?
Here from Braemar. You never seen that meme before?
A hydrogen bomb and a coughing baby?
I'll find it for you. Kaiser's shot on goal. Seibel makes a glove save. Jake Seibel is the goaltender for Element. 1 game played this year. Although not for Element, he is 0-1 with a goals against of 15, a .571 save percentage. We
Sparkling.
are going to count on those numbers to improve tonight. On the other side, Anderson is bringing in Ethan Hyder for his second start of the season. Again, his first was not made for Anderson. 1-0, 10.15 goals against, a .756 save percentage. As we mentioned earlier, Jake Gensel is back in the Anderson lineup for the second week of the season. 4 points in his first showing. He was teamed up with Brock Nelson for that one, but they still could not get a win, and that makes you wonder if they can't get it done with Nelson and Gensel, how can they?
They can't. There's your answer right there.
Livingstone will play this one for Element. We can only imagine that the Anderson bench is tapped into our broadcast and using these words as motivation.
Yeah, I'm sure they're really paying attention.
As Boyd backhands this one to the corner, Kalen Addison will play it for Brendan Dillon. Welcome to Beauty League. The New Jersey Devils defenseman recently signed on a 3-year deal, entering year 14 in the National Hockey League.
Well, apparently he's supposed to be public enemy number 1 in this building. He was the defenseman for Dallas who collapsed on Kirill's leg.
Well, I
shattered it.
Wish you wouldn't have reminded me of that. I will do my best to keep an open mind about Mr. Dillon. But
and he was with Winnipeg last year. I apologize. Not Dallas.
Well, there you go. Addison return feed for Dillon, who is now in his 5th NHL organization. Started his career with Dallas and then moved on to San Jose, Washington, Winnipeg, and now will make his home in New Jersey.
Boy, he's a real globe-trotter.
That he is. You ever think we'll get a global NHL team outside of U.S. or Canada?
Eventually, yes.
CJ Cease will send this one off the blocker of Hyder and up out of play. Where would it be your, I'm guessing Mexico City makes the most sense for a Mexican team, or are you thinking across the pond?
Oh, I think across the pond might have a better already built-in hockey base. I'm not sure how many people in Mexico City would show up for a hockey game. I think they might have better luck. Honestly, Germany might be the best spot for it, because I think that the Scandinavian countries are firmly entrenched with their own professional leagues, and I wouldn't want to taint those.
I think a London team could be very fun.
Hello.
That was Australian.
At the hockey rink.
Kaiser weaves his way. A late addition to the Week 7 roster is Wyatt Kaiser. I looked up from my prep and saw Mr. 19 in white and Lieberman bar down. Disgusting from Nick Lieberman. What a way to start for Anderson. 1-0.
That's the hardest Nick Lieberman has ever shot the puck in his life.
Silky toe drag there on Ben Myers, and then up off the back bar, beats Seibel up high. 19 and change to play here in the first half. Nick Lieberman has his second of the DBL season, and it's 1-0.
Not sure what Cybele was supposed to do on that one.
Lieberman sends it low, out of the reach of Ben Steves. Kaiser will take it. Jack Becker now to the corner. Under 19 to play, Dom Toninato. Duluth East Finest picks up an assist on that one. Shaw backhands it ahead. Ben Myers on the breakaway. Scores!
Oh,
Ben Myers, his 11th of the season. Who else for Element to tie this one up at 1? Ben Myers. We are even.
It looked like he looked down at one point with the puck. Was that simply to make sure he was on sides? No, it was at the top of the circle. I don't know what he was doing there.
Ben Myers now in sole possession of the DBL lead in goals. He has 11. Eric Holla entered play tonight with 10. Did not have one in the early contest. So Ben Myers strengthening his case for league MVP, and he ties this one up at 1. We have been informed that there is a league MVP awarded every year, although it's not made public, and I wonder why that is.
Jealousy.
Shaw cutting in as Hyder plays that one to the corner. You'd think that they would make a little song and dance of it and present that along with the John Scott Cup.
I mean, you'd think.
Shaw will play it for Element, now for Shalowski. And we have been informed the Walter Cup is officially in the building.
Whoa.
Some fans are lined up to take pictures of it behind the Anderson goal right now, I believe.
Well, that's what they're all doing over there.
Yeah, some good congregation.
I thought there
over
was just a run on pretzels.
With that being, you shouldn't have said that, because now I've got my mind on a soft pretzel, and it's hard to get it off of. I love me a good soft pretzel. It's got to be a good one, though. None of this super pretzel microwave nonsense.
What's wrong with a microwave pretzel?
I need the thicker Bavarian ones. You know what I'm saying?
Like you need a Bavarian. Oh, like one that comes on a little sheet tray at a restaurant.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything against a microwave super pretzel. That was like my go-to after-school snack in middle school. But if I'm out at a sporting event, and I see that the pretzels they're serving are super pretzels, I'm not getting one.
If I'm at a sporting event, I'm not eating at all because I have a mortgage.
Well, there you go. A dose of realism for Mr. Peter Rodney. Novak cutting in, falls to his knees as Addison was pressuring on the back check. And here goes Jake Gensel down the left side. He's got some space. He's in with Boyd. He sends it across, and Boyd misses the open net. Cybele slid across, but there was a whole lot of room for Travis Boyd, and he cannot put Anderson ahead. Offside here.
I love offsides calls during Beauty League. It's a nice call there by John Bakke.
That's who that is. I do recognize him now.
That's John Bakke.
See, John, and for those listening, I do spend a good bit of time in youth hockey penalty boxes, or I should say scores boxes, running the clock and music and announcing and whatnot. So I know a lot of these referees by their faces, and I recognize both of these guys. John is always good for a nice conversation between periods. One of the better refs we have here in the state of hockey. C sends that one wide.
He's one of the most consistent referees we have in our stable of officials for our Youth Hockey Hub events. You're not going to get bogged down with too many calls with John Bakke.
Dylan on the far side. I feel like we really take the referee situation in Minnesota for granted because we have so many good officials as that one is sent wide. Novak back the other way for Element. Cutting into the slot. Goes to the forehand. And Hyder will make the save there.
We are certainly fortunate. We work very closely with Tony Lancette and his crew of officials. And it is nice to be able to tell parents or coaches who get a bug up their nose and start talking about, oh, that referee doesn't know what they're doing. Well, that referee's reffed over 500 Division I men's college hockey games, so who doesn't know what they're talking about? Our referees have pretty stacked resumes.
Boyd on the one-time feed from Alex Steves. He scores. Travis Boyd with his 6th goal of the season, one of the elite members of the Perfect Attendance Club. Makes it a 2-1 lead for Anderson.
He wasn't going to miss that one.
5-hole goal for Travis Boyd, the newest member of the Minnesota Wild. his team leading 6th goal of the season. And it is a 2-1 Anderson lead. Don't look now, but Anderson might be cooking here.
There's 37 minutes left.
Livingstone looking for the answer. Chalowski with it. Shaw down low. Peter, I'm starting to get the sense that you're just rooting against Anderson.
I'm not rooting against Anderson. I'm rooting for Element.
Kaiser with it again. Dubuque League, one of the only leagues where you'll get a color commentator openly cheering for one team.
Are you kidding me? Have you listened to a Wild radio broadcast?
Well, that's a little different. They're team employees.
Yeah, Tom Reed is super objective.
Back the other way. Alex Steves with it down low. You are an impartial member of the media, sir.
Yep.
Toninato.
That's me.
Flutters off his stick. Flutters off the stick of Nick Dowden up out of play. Now here's Mason Shaw. Flips it to the far side, over the line into the zone. Shot sent wide of Hyder. Played on the near side by Chalowski. Back up high, Livingstone. Chalowski in the middle. They regain control. Element down low. Battling for it at the near post is Dowd, and he gives Hyder a nice little pat on the head there. Looked like me petting my dog.
All right, now I'm a little worried about Element. We just don't seem to have the killer instinct that we do normal nights.
Addison will play it for Anderson. I will say, just the San Jose colors are so good. I love their shade. I love their shade of green.
Gorgeous. The black uniform.
Livingstone scores.
Forget about it.
There's an answer for Element. Jake Livingstone is third of the season. We are knotted back up at 2 with 12 and change to play.
You can't see it right now because there's no camera on me, but I'm fist pumping.
Can confirm Peter Odney hitting the fist pump. Jake Livingstone, third goal of the season. Element is right back in this one, tied at 2, 12:07 to go. Element coming in at 5-1. Their lone loss came to Walser as Myers tried to go coast to coast. Check that actually came to Tria. Although they have been given some tight games. One of those tight games came against Walser last week in week 6. It was an 11-10 final. Tristan Brose with a 6-point outing. Mason Shaw had 5. Back in week 4 when these two sides met, it was an 11-10 shootout win for Element, in which they came back from a 6-0 deficit in the first half. Don't know if you remember that one, Peter, but that was an instant classic. Tip drill goal, they score. Beauty for Element right there, just how you draw it up in the offensive zone, and it is a 3-2 Element lead.
That's right, buddy. The blue and gold just toying with the opposition right now.
Ben Myers with his 2nd of the evening, his 12th of the season, now with a firm hold on the BBL scoring lead, and it is 3-2 for the boys in blue. And to think, Element has done all of this without the services of their captain, Derek Forbert, who has gone MIA after attending the first 2 weeks of the season. We have not seen him. We hope he returns for the playoffs.
I am super bummed that Derek Forbert hasn't been here over the past few weeks, but we will welcome him back with open arms.
Dylan will go back to play this one. A little note that I'm surprised I've forgotten about until now. The Anderson goaltender Ethan Hyder actually suited up for Element last week and earned the win for them in their win over Walser, and he hops over to the Anderson side for this one.
He'll play anywhere you need him to.
Addison and Dillon play a little pitch and catch up high. Anderson looking for the answer, seeding back-to-back goals. Dillon deflects off the glove of Cy Bell. Rebound caroms up to Addison. He drops it down low for Becker, finds Toninato, toe drag into the corner. Dillon up high. Sends it down, backhand try across from Becker, broken up. And here's Matt Anderson down the left wing side. No injury scares so far in this one. We had a couple in our last game.
Still early.
Becker over the line. We haven't had any to this point in the men's. We did have that one early on in the women's game. I believe it was Natalie Bookbinder took a nasty spill into the end board here. We still haven't heard an update on her condition. And I have been looking around.
Okay, I was going to say maybe we just haven't looked hard enough.
I have had my ear to the ground and have not picked up anything.
Okay.
Novak over the line for Shaw. Shaw fires one high. I looked in her Instagram comments, and there was a concerned DBL fan asking her about her condition. With no response, we await further confirmation on that one. We hope she's doing okay. We hope that she is good to go for the upcoming PWHL season.
Well, if she'd gone to Tria, she'd be 100% right now.
Amen to that. There's a shot from the left side. Gensel is denied by Seibel. Relatively quiet so far for Jake Gensel. We expect that to change as we play on. 30 tucks last year, split between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Carolina Hurricanes. Now makes his home in Tampa. Off the draw, played up high. Pass from Kaiser deflects nicely into the corner for Lieberman. Back for Gensel. His pass deflected. He'll go and play it back in the corner. Kaiser right circle. Over to the left side, Lieberman tries to work it around Livingstone. Cannot do so. Shaw will take over for Element and find Schalowski on the outlet.
Nicky Lieberman, he scored that goal early. He's getting a little cocky right now.
Shaw with a backhand try. You know, it's funny how that happens when you score one. You start getting a little loosey-goosey with it. Shaw fires this one up the high slot. It's taken by Steves, now taken right back by Livingstone. They'll go to work for it. Steves gets it back. He's in it with Gensel. Keeps it, and Seibel got a piece, but ends up ringing the post. Gensel in the far side corner now. Stripped by Tommy Novak, another guy that's been quiet thus far. Expect that to change as he's in over the line. To the far side now, Schalowski back and forth, and fanning on the try that time was Shaw. Novak down low, his pass up high, intercepted. Anderson will work back the other way, 7:20 to play here. Ben Steves is over the line. Shaw kicks it back, and Element with control here. Schalowski. Shaw. Livingstone with it. Right circle, working down low, rings the iron.
Ding dong.
Up over the shoulder of Ethan Hyder.
That's tough to do considering Hyder is 6'9".
Not quite 6'9".
6'8.5".
Checking in at 6'4" from St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Spent last season at the University of Connecticut after spending a couple of years over at Clarkson University.
Product of Maple Grove High School.
Boyd with it now. Thought about the drop pass to Dillon, still working it on the backhand, sends it to nobody in particular. Nick Dowd, the pride of Huntsville, Alabama. This one goes too far. No icing called. Addison plays it on the near side.
Strange connection here between St. Louis Park and Huntsville, Alabama. Bauer Newdecker. Does that name ring a bell for you?
Can't say it does. Chesley scores.
Well, that name rings a bell,
Ryan Chesley, Element, padding their lead. It's the fourth of the season for Matamidai's finest, and it's 4-2.
Bauer Newdecker was a wildly productive forward for St. Louis Park High School. I believe he committed to Alabama Huntsville back in the days of the UAH Division I men's hockey program.
Really a shame that the Alabama Huntsville program fell by the wayside. I know there is some movement to bring it back.
Couldn't have seen that coming at all.
Dillon scores! Quick answer for Anderson. Brendan Dillon, welcome to the Beauty League. It is his first goal of the season, his first game of the season, and Anderson's back within one. It's 4-3.
Silky. I want to see somebody give him a high five, though. Make him feel welcome, gentlemen.
Brendan Dillon, if he keeps it going, he might be forgiven for his past transgressions with Kirill Kaprizov. If he can deliver a win for the Anderson faithful. Boyd working it all the way around as a 4-3 lead for Walzer. Down low, and Alex Steves fans on the back door. Boyd far side half wall. Addison gets it back, winds it up, tip drill out in front. Unsuccessful. Cease will play it for Element. 4-3 lead here for Element. 4.5 to play in our first half. Chesley with it. Already has one goal. Can he make it two? Drop pass for Cease. He's got Anderson. Keeps it. Shoots it. Save made by Hyder. Addison will control.
I think he'd like to have that shot back. He had nothing but daylight and shot it right into the belly.
Solid crowd on hand here for our final regular season night of GBD League. Looking forward to seeing if this place will fill up for the championship 1 week from today. Also, looking forward to seeing how the crowd fares for our Monday semifinals. I have a feeling it might be a little bit smaller. Folks not in the routine of the Monday Beauty League as Addison flips this one for Toninato, fires it high. Too high. Now here's Novak. Into the zone, pulls up from up high between the dashes, forced to the right side by Toninato. Now he'll flip it back out and down low. Myers with it, already has 2 goals. Schalowski up high. Livingstone sends it down low. 3:15 to go in our first half. A 4-3 lead for Element.
Oh, get
Broken
back,
up
Dennis.
by Becker. Breakaway look for Jack Becker. What will he pull out of the bag of tricks? He goes on the glove side and scores. Jack Becker is 6th of the season. Delwood go crazy, tied up at 4.
All 6 Delwood residents are going just bananas right now.
6th goal of the season for Jack Becker. He has more goals now in the Beauty League than he did all of last AHL season. And we are tied at 4. Getting back to our conversation about backyard sports, I had backyard hockey. There's a glove save made by Cybele on the wrister from Jack Becker. I had backyard hockey on my dad's PC. Mike Modano was an absolute cheat code on that game.
Yes, he was. I think I had the same version, but that was the only backyard hockey I ever had. I was more of a backyard baseball 2001 kind of guy.
What was your go-to lineup as Livingstone pokes it for Myers?
Are you kidding? Pete Wheeler hits
Go
lead up.
so fast.
Kenny Lofton would hit 2nd. Pablo Sanchez hits 3rd. Actually, no, it would probably go Lofton, Jeter, Sanchez, Sosa, Ken Griffey Jr., Alex Rodriguez.
Respectfully, sir, you were using way too many MLB players.
Why? There's no limit. The limit does not exist.
The limit is the amount of shame you have by stacking your team to play against Kenny
What?
Kawaguchi.
I'm playing a computer game with animated children on fake fields. What
You're
shame?
using one animated child, and it's Pablo Sanchez, who's better than all of the MLB players.
No, he's not, actually. He's not. He's too small. He couldn't catch. You put him in the outfield and he couldn't catch. He would drop fly balls all the time because he was 1.5 feet tall.
Regardless, you are using way too many MLB players. I'm guessing you also play all your games on rookie mode.
Not all of them.
Novak back up the right side. You've got to work some Keisha Phillips in there. Ben Myers scores! Hat trick for Ben Myers here in the first half. Element regains the lead with under a minute to go. It's 5-4.
We will never worry about Jake Gensel. We don't care about Jake Gensel because we have Ben Myers.
Ben Myers has put on a clinic all summer long. He's up to 13 goals on the season, and he's got a first half hat trick here from Braemar. Element has a 5-4 lead here in the waning moments of the first. Novak down the right side, tripped up by Ben Steeves. Some coincidental contact there, no call. Now a spinorama backhand try from Mason Shaw. You know, I bet Ben Myers probably doesn't use every single MLB player on backyard baseball.
I'm assuming Ben Myers has more important things to do with his time than play backyard baseball.
I bet he played that as a kid. Here's a chance for a buzzer beater. Shot, save, rebound try.
He did it.
And a sliding save made by Cybele.
He did it.
To hold on here as we head to the break. Jake Cybele, ring 10 bells for that save. And it is still a 5-4 Element lead going into the half. Peter, what's it going to take for Anderson to build this comeback?
Oh, my goodness. Well, it's going to take a big performance out of Brendan Dillon, who is waving to the crowd right now. He's got his helmet off. But I do think Brendan Dillon could play a huge role going forward if Anderson's going to get back into this one.
Anna Baining waiting at ice level with Mason Shaw.
John Mason, there's a lot on the line this week, the John Scott Cup. So what kind of honor and privilege would you feel to win the cup?
Well, it would be great to celebrate with all the guys on Element who have been working hard all beauty season. So put ourselves in a good spot. We'll see what happens in the playoffs here.
So what does it take to win this coveted John Scott Cup?
It takes a good goalie. Tommy Novak's got to show up for us, and that's all we need over here.
Well, thank you and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
Well, I've been tasked with doing the sponsor reads this evening, so Anderson Group Incorporated is a holding company that specializes in acquiring businesses in the construction industry. They aim to acquire synergistic companies with strong leadership, solid reputations, and high potential for growth, staying true to their motto, building on your good name. Element Electronics started with a simple belief that every home should have access to televisions with the latest technology. Element is the only major television company to assemble products in the U.S. The company's Winsboro, South Carolina factory assembles millions of TVs each year. Element proudly offers high-technology products at the most accessible prices, all while providing award-winning, comprehensive customer service. For more information, visit elementelectronics.com. That's ElementElectronics.com. Element Electronics. Bring it home.
The full spelling from Peter Rodney. Very well done, sir. Tip drill out front. Shaw's try is stymied by Ethan Hyder.
I finished second in the all-school spelling bee in 5th grade.
I finished first in the all-area spelling bee in 4th grade.
Of course you did.
There's a pretty good picture of me that got put in the newspaper.
Oh.
I had a buzz cut, if you can believe it.
I can believe it, actually.
I went to the barber, and I said, I want Steph Curry hair. Backdoor try. Oh, my goodness, how did that not go in?
I want Steph
Ryan
Curry
Chesley
hair.
had a wide-open net and does not hit it. Hyder's able to get across.
You can't have Steph Curry hair.
That's what they tried to tell me, and so we ended up compromising on the buzz cut. I rocked that look for about 18 months, and then had the epiphany that no, I can't do a buzz cut for the rest of my life, and I started growing it out again.
What was your winning word?
I don't remember what it was for the big one. I remember the school winning one was quince.
Like the fruit?
Yeah, the fruit. I forgot.
Q-U-I-N-C-E. Quince.
There you go.
Yeah.
Addison down the left side. The word, so there was 2 of us left, and so it kind of went into that like 1-for-1 spell-off type deal, and we were in like the 8th round of that, and then my opponent spelled tongue wrong.
Tongue?
Added a U before the N, as this one's played down low, so spelled it Toungue. And I took advantage, brought it home, brought much glory to St. John's Elementary School in Duluth. Bad hit on the near side. Addison's slow to get up, and now Cease loses an edge. Drop pass, and Gensel can't gather the handle. Well, chaos here to start the second half.
I didn't see what happened to Addison. Did he just lose his feet, or did somebody get in his way?
Cease down the other way. Might have to check a replay on that one. Pulls up, sends it to the far side. And they cannot get the handle.
Oh, my gosh.
Some sloppy hockey being played here in the second half. Dowd with a try.
Goodness.
Pad save made by Hyder.
Somebody needs to call a timeout. These guys might need to regroup a little.
And we have gotten to the weekly part of Djibouti League where Peter advises one of the teams to call timeout, and I remind him that you cannot do that.
Why not?
You can't.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
We've been over this. No timeouts are allotted. It's running time hockey.
We gotta
go.
A timeout.
Kaiser with it in the neutral zone. You're no better than the parents at Youth Hockey Hub that get mad when there's no timeouts in pool play in the Squirtacular. I want a timeout.
It's 8:30 in the morning on Friday. They're asking for a timeout. I don't quite know what you're going to diagram to a bunch of 8-year-olds, but that's just me.
If I ever coached a youth hockey team, the younger the better, honestly, for this. I would get one really cheap goal early, just a little squeaker, and then I would run the Mike Randolph third guy high and make the other team's head spin and take every game 1-0.
Isn't every third guy supposed to be high?
Rand hammers that home.
That's all I hear from benches. F3 high, F3 high.
Novak turns it over. He's in with Myers, keeps it, and he rings the iron.
They would have scored if they'd kept F3 high.
Tommy Novak was in with Myers, decided to keep it. Would have been a 4-goal game for Myers had he sent it across and capitalized. But with 19 minutes to play, it remains a 5-4 Element lead.
I certainly hope we're not stuck at 5-4 for the rest of this one. That would be back-to-back games where the combined score didn't reach double digits.
Our earlier 5-4 game, as now Boyd has sprung back the other way. Backhand flutters it over the net. Our early result of 5-4 is the lowest scoring game since week 1. We had a 2-0 outcome in the women's game. And kind of crazy that the gap is that wide from lowest to next lowest scoring. Livingstone at the right circle. Maybe the women will surprise us tonight and just put on another defensive clinic. Livingstone is denied.
I doubt it.
If my memory serves me correctly, Abby Barine had both the goals in that week 1 win. Could be wrong. I will check my notes. Schalowski with it. He's got Myers to his left. Finds him at the left circle, off the post. Novak gets it back. It skitters across the crease, but Hyder keeps it out. Lieberman for Kaiser, under 18 to play here in the second. Lieberman up high. Cutting in, gets it through, but can't finish. Save made by Seibel there, sliding to his left. Lieberman did everything but put the biscuit in the basket, and it's still 5-4.
If everything stays even-keeled here, Seibel's got a case to be the game MVP.
Lieberman for Becker. I would still cast my vote for Ben Myers, but point taken. He has been good, has Jake Seibel. Lieberman for Kaiser in the slot, poked away by Chesley, and he's back with Novak. Novak pulls up near the blue line, nearly offside, but just manages to keep it in. Lieberman in the near side corner. Dom Toninato down the left wing side. Shot, save, rebound chance. And Chesley will take it. Dom Toninato was on some amazing Duluth East teams during his high school years. He was Season side glove save mate.
He was. I was going to ask you what the deal was with Duluth and lack of NHL production. Like, how many NHLers from Duluth can you name off the top of your head right now?
Shaw back the other way. Save made by Hyder. I'll start with Derek Forbert. Okay. And I will move to Dom Toninato. And then I will move to, there's at least 2 others.
Who are they? Don't know. Congrats.
I'm sure I will get a text from my brother Gus informing me as he tunes in from his Minneapolis condo.
A condo in Minneapolis in this economy?
Condo, apartment. I don't really know what to call it, but
hovel?
Regardless, he is tuned in. And I am going to make a quick little Google search for NHL players from Duluth, Minnesota.
I'm not trying to disparage Dom or Derek, but for all of the hullabaloo surrounding the Duluth area hockey, I can't think of a ton of NHL guys.
Yeah, so the top few answers, honestly, are pretty funny because the 6th person to come up is Dylan Sandberg, who is
from Hermantown.
Yeah, and I mean, not even born in Hermantown. They were a transplant early in his. Where did Dylan Sandberg grow up? I remember reading the Athletic article.
Is he a Proctor?
No, a little bit farther away.
2 Harbors, Silver Bay, Grand Marais, Ely.
No, he was born in Hermantown. I got my lines crossed there with Pionk, I believe. And then the 7th result is Scott Perunovich, who is a Hibbing native. 8th result is Derek Plant from Cloquet. 10th result, Neil Pionk, who was born in Nebraska. And then it goes to Riley Tufte, the Blaine, Minnesota native. And then it just starts kind of regurgitating a bunch of UMD players. So, point taken, Peter.
Thank you.
Point taken.
Thank you.
Back in action here, 5-4 game. The scoreboard here at Braemar Arena still says the first half which seems to be a weekly occurrence. We assure you it is the second. Chesley, there's definitely some fans walking in late saying 5-4, whoa! But it is the second half here.
It wouldn't happen under Jim Carroll's watch.
It has happened under Jim Carroll's watch.
No, it has.
Yes, it has. Toninato over the line, lost the handle.
Shout out to Jim Carroll. I know he's listening right now.
Do you?
He's texting me simultaneously.
Oh, nice. Hello to Jim.
He was letting me know that Jack Becker's dad was apparently a stud defenseman for Michigan Tech.
Well, there you go.
Been fortunate enough to have a conversation with Jack before.
Kaiser fires one
Polished
high.
young man.
Under 14 to play here in our second half. Element looks to cap off a stellar regular season, nearly unbeaten. They fell back in week 5 after a 4-0 start. Alex Steeves breakaway score. Alex Steeves goes under the glove of Jake Seibel. We are tied at 5.
Oh my goodness. That was a nice play. It looks a little bit like me last night. I scored 8 in old man hockey right under the glove.
Never, never compare yourself to anyone in Debut League again.
Why not?
Please don't.
I could contribute if I got out there right now. I could contribute.
I'm going to throw the red challenge flag on that one, Peter.
I could 100% get a point in Deputy League.
I will believe it when I see it. Perhaps we'll get a guest player for the third place game.
I could totally get a point. If all I got to do is get a point, I could do it.
You've got a better chance than I do. I am pretty shaky on skates.
I don't think you can skate.
I can, but not well. Gensel runs out of room.
It's a very strange dichotomy in our company where I think there are 2 of us that can skate well out of the entire brood.
Jossie can skate.
Yeah,
Tony Peter Jossie.
Well, I mean, skate well.
Tony refs.
Doesn't mean he can skate. I haven't actually watched him referee. All I know is he won't play hockey with us.
Well, he is old. You should consider that. If he fell, he might crack a hip.
Brother, the guy who organizes our weekly game is like $1 million.
Alex Steeves nearly had back-to-back goals, but he fires this one high.
And he still gets out there.
Element
beautiful.
Back the other way. Scholowski, all kinds of room. Shot, save, rebound, try. Skitters across the crease on the backhand now. And another save made by Ethan Hyder, who has been very good here in this one.
Well, I wonder if it's too late for me to cancel my Dennis Chalowski jersey order.
Nope, already got you one off of DH Gate. It'll be here in about 6 weeks.
Did you actually?
Nope.
Oh, that would have been the nicest thing anyone's ever done.
I was thinking about it, not going to lie. But
a Red Wings one?
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be Red Wings because now he's with Bridgeport.
I'll get you. That's where he's known. That's where you know Dennis Chalowski.
Detroit.
Yeah.
It's the first-round pick.
We'll get you a Dennis Chalowski Red Wings jersey. Brendan Dillon keeps it at the zone for Alex Steeves. 11 minutes to play. Neither team has used the Dick's House of Sport double puck. Knotted up at 5 here. Or halfway through our second half. Rebound try for Addison. It's loose. Where is it? Oh, yeah. It's underneath the bottom of Jake Seibel. The St. Thomas Tommy with a heck of a save right there. Shuts the door and keeps us tied at 5.
Oh, Kalen Addison going after the loose puck there.
Under 10.5 to play now, knotted up at 5. Becker with a try at the near post, and he cannot get it off his stick. Boyd with it now. Becker. Anderson looking for their first win of the season, playing with a little extra gusto here. I have a feeling that they're trying to get the monkey off the back.
Not going to happen, though.
Now Element responds with a little extra spunk. Addison dives for that puck and gets it up ahead. Becker. Dillon has some room up the middle. I thought they were off on that one, but they'll let him play. Boyd. That could not have been much higher. I think it got deflected up there, but regardless, just an absolute sky one.
I think the Walter Cup has also left the building.
Yeah, we were told it would be here between 6 and 7, and local time is now 7:01.
Well, guess I'll never get my picture taken.
I was half hoping that they would just come and kind of plop it in our laps, and we would get some time with it here. But alas, we have not been afforded that privilege. Boyd lost the helmet.
Oh, no.
And they'll let him play on.
Oh, my gosh.
Element with the chance. Cease on the far side. Feeds it through for Chesley. Broken up. Becker.
No.
Breakaway for Travis Boyd.
Oh, no.
Here we go. It's showtime. Boyd save made Cybel. Gets it back. Dillon on the back door. Deflected. Backhand try Becker. And it goes wide. Under 9 to play now. Tied at 5. The top-ranked Element, the number 4 ranked Anderson. We'll see these sides back here again on Monday in our first semifinal contest. Lieberman, you think these guys are going to get sick of each other after playing each other 4 times?
I think they're already sick of each other, if I'm being honest.
Backhand from Becker. Cybel sliding save. It goes up into the netting. Element will play it here. It Cease. Let the record show I'm not sick of you, Peter.
I'm not sick of you.
We've spent more time together than anyone on the ice, and we have still remained perfectly cordial.
Professional, cordial. I think you're wrong about backyard sports etiquette, but
I think you like to take the easy way out when you're playing video games.
well, that's like one of the core tenets of my personality is the easy way out.
Livingstone down the right side. That one goes off the side of the cage, and Lieberman will play it. I just upped the difficulty to Heisman on my college football dynasty. I won back-to-back national championships and All-American and decided to give her a little bump. Toninato sends it high.
I think you could say that I take the easy way out, or you could say I have a healthier perspective on what video games are.
Novak fires it high.
Video games are not a meta form or a meta practice in how to challenge myself and improve. There's something I do to not think about the rest of my life.
Kaiser, glove save made by Cybel and a beauty. Rebound skitters away to Lieberman. See, I like to think both can be true at the same time.
I do not.
Schalowski comes away from that puck battle with it. Livingstone up ahead. Novak. He's in with Dowd. Novak for Dowd. He misses the back door, and he goes face first into the end board. Schalowski now from a sharp angle fires it wide. Dowd will collect it near side half wall and just hold the zone. Livingstone up high. Schalowski left circle. Has Novak on the back door. Threads it through, and Hyder slides across and gloves it. Kaiser with it. Down the right side, in with Ben Steves. Backhand try goes high. 6.5 to play now. Deadlocked at 5. Easily our lowest scoring men's week of Deputy League yet, although we're not quite done. Ben Steves shot save, rebound, Toninato crashing on it. Element will control. Livingstone with it.
I'm a little nervous here.
Both sides still with use of the Dick's House of Sport double puck. Nick Dowd with it at the right circle will pull it out. Novak for Anderson. Back between the circles, now far side. Reverses
Beautiful.
the field. Livingstone down low, give and go. It sits loose in the slot. Dillon sweeps it away.
Not a beauty.
Ben Steves up the left side. Keeps it, now sends it across, gets it back off the deflection. Toninato for Steves. Whiffs on the shot attempt. Element with control. Ben Steves falls down. Dowd springs Novak up the far side. Drop pass, Dowd, it goes wide. Under 5.5 to play now. Still tied at 5. Ben in with brother Alex over the line. They've got Dillon on the far side. Alex keeps it. Save made by Cybel. Dillon controls the rebound, right circle. Over near the Anderson bench. Steves will dump and change. Chesley with control for the boys in blue. Element with it. Pass for Chesley's deflected, but he collects it on the carom. Alex Steves picks his pocket. Now he's got some room down the left side. Forced down by Chesley. Weaving it around. Double puck time for Anderson. Using it early here.
Oh, here we go.
Just under 5 minutes to play.
Oh!
Nice back check there from Brendan Dillon, making his presence felt here in his 2024 DBL debut. Again, double puck time for Anderson. They've got 1:40 left on the Dick's House of Sport double puck. Alex Steves, now it's Gensel. Can he finally get on the board? Fires it wide.
Told you we weren't worried about him.
Schalowski with Myers, and Shaw gets it back. Down low, tipped on off the side of the cage, and Kaiser will play it in the far side corner. Nice stretch pass, tipped up ahead. Here's Gensel. Jake Gensel, oh, he caught a piece of the iron. I think it also got a piece of the stick of Seibel. Minute 8 on the double puck. Gensel on the back door. Good back check there from Chesley to force the turnover. Under 4 to play.
Got butterflies
Minute
right
left
now.
on the double puck. Tied up at 5. Gensel with it. Feeds it onto the back door, a little too far. Kaiser one-time look. Cease blocked that one. Chesley drops for Cease. Bank pass finds Ben Myers up the left side. Has Chesley. Drop pass back for Cease, and he sends it high. Rebound. Taken down low by a crashing Ben Myers. 3:18 to play, 30 seconds remaining on the double puck for Anderson. Element still has it in hand. Schalowski with it.
Dennis
sends it to nobody in particular in the corner. Kaiser will take it. Good pressure there from Cease. Element wants it here. 16 seconds on the double puck. Myers with it. Cutting in, sends it across, and Cease can't get the stick on the ice. Livingstone with it. Cease. Myers fans on the one-time. Bad double puck try there for Anderson. They will end their regular season with just one hot puck goal. It came all the way back in week 1, and it was Garrett Shifsky scoring that one.
I feel a little bit better now. A little bit better.
2.5 to play. Schalowski, long shot, kick save made by Hyder.
Give it back to Dennis.
Dennis from between the dashes for Cease at the right circle. Boy, CJ Cease had a long shift.
Yeah, he did.
Novak left circle. Element pulls the double puck with 2:15 to play. Schalowski gets it back. 4 double puck goals on the season for Element, Pavelchev, Brink, and 2 from Tristan Brose. Novak saved with the knob of the stick by Hyder.
Gosh dang it.
Kaiser with it. Tristan Brose, the only DBL player with multiple hot puck goals. He's not in the lineup tonight. It's going to have to be someone else from Element. Gensel sends it across. Kaiser was there, but they can't connect. Minute 48 to go now. Novak is back for Element. Over the line, has some space, and that one flutters off of the skate of Lieberman and goes up out of play. Kaiser will take over for the boys in white. Novak picks his pocket, tries to find Dowd, and it's taken away. Now down the right side, here's a chance. It goes wide as Travis Boyd had a chance that time.
Were they not offside?
Lieberman. Another save made by Seibel. Boy, they just cannot crack Jake Seibel here in the second half. Lieberman to the near side for Boyd. 1:10 to play, 54 seconds remaining on the Dick's House of Sport double puck. Chesley with it now. Bank pass up ahead for Novak. They are onside. Chesley left circle, moves around his man, and goes wide. Less than 1 minute to go here in the second half. Anderson looking for their first win of the DBL season in our regular season finale.
No.
50 ticks to go. Chesley far side half wall. Matt Anderson holds at the zone. Down low. Working out in front. Nick Dowd turns and fires that one high. Rebound Caroms to the near side. Boyd will play. 35 seconds to go. 15 ticks on the double puck, which has more or less become a moot point here late.
Nice play.
Dowd forces a turnover up high. Novak. Rebound, score! Tommy Novak. 7th of the season. Element strikes on the hot puck with 23.5 ticks to go. It's a 7-5 lead.
Knew it all the way. Knew it all the way, and now we just hang on for 23 seconds.
Tommy Novak with the dagger. Element is going to hold on and win this one. They will end the regular season with a 6-1 record, the undisputed #1 seed heading into our playoffs, and they will be right back here to face a winless Anderson team here on Monday.
Death taxes an Element.
Cease down the right side, looking to add insult to injury. Dillon will take over control, 8 seconds to go. Anderson will close out the regular season with a record of 0-5-2, and you have to be wondering where it all went wrong. Boyd sends it across, the horn sounds, And that will do it. Tommy Novak with the double puck goal late is the game winner. Ben Myers with a first half hat trick. Jake Seibel stood on his head. We are going to have a dual player of the game. Jake Seibel and Ethan Hyder will both take home player of the game honors. Well deserved. Peter, a great way to end the men's regular season. I'm going to ask you a big question. I have a feeling I know what the answer is, but now that the regular season on the men's side has concluded, who is your championship favorite going into the playoffs?
Let me tell you something. My head says Element. My heart obviously says Element. Element just seems to have it all right now. They always find somebody to pick up the slack, whether it's Mason Shaw, whether it's Nick Dowd, whether it's my guy Dennis Chalowski, whether it's Jake Seibel filling in goal. They always seem to find somebody who comes up big in big moments. Tonight it was Tommy Novak. Next Monday, could be any one of them.
Peter is going with Element. I think I am going to hitch my horse to the Walser wagon.
Boo. Boo.
That is a team with a lot of upfront scoring.
Wrong.
They're good enough on the back end. I think the sleeping giant of Walser is about to wake up in a big way.
No.
Heading into our playoffs. So Element will head into the playoffs as the number 1 seed. They'll face Anderson on Monday, and I believe that'll be our 5:15 game. And then Walser and Tria will face off in our second semifinal game. The winners will advance to play each other in Wednesday's championship here from Braemar Arena. So a good one to finish off the men's slate of the DBL season. Tommy Novak, a hot puck goal with less than 30 seconds to play, is the game winner. Element is the number 1 seed heading into the playoffs. Don't go anywhere, folks. When we return, we have our women's game, Tradition Mortgage and Tradition Capital Bank here from Braemar Arena. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Beauty League. We welcome you back here, Braemar Arena, Edina, Minnesota. We've got a good one for you. It is our final DBL regular season game of the 2024 season, year 10 of the Beauty League, and it is matchup number 7 of the storied rivalry between Tradition Capital Bank and Tradition Mortgage. White and maroon here from Braemar alongside Peter Rodney. I'm Will Peterson. And debating down at ice level, Peter, this has been a very tightly contested series back and forth. White coming in with a record of 3-2-1, Mortgage 3-3. Who are you looking forward to seeing in this one?
Well, I'm going to pick one from Tradition Mortgage. I still think Natalie Snodgrass has a lot of potential to explode tonight, but I would also throw out the name Ellie Morrison. And from Tradition Capital Bank, Savannah Norcross has been a treat to watch over the past couple of weeks. And I think we might see Claire DeGeorge get her first goal of the Beauty League.
Capital Bank is working from left to right in their white uniforms. Mortgage from right to left in maroon. The puck has dropped. We are underway here from Braemar. The Walter Cup is in the house, and it is being prominently displayed on the maroon bench.
It's so shiny.
Extremely shiny.
It's almost too shiny.
I don't know if a trophy can be too shiny.
Sure,
like, that's
it can.
kind of the point.
No, it can be too shiny.
You're more of a matte trophy guy.
Yeah, I suppose if I had to pick one or the other.
Buterak with it on the far side. White coming in. Despite having the series lead, they're actually minus in the goal differential department. -3 thus far on the season. Zumwinkle up high, down low for Maddie Wethington. She's denied by the maroon goaltender, Maddie Rooney, DBL women's leader in all 3 goalie statistical categories. A 3-0 record, 667 goals against, and a 792 save percentage. Played in the corner now, Maddie Wethington working it out front. Pad save made by Rooney.
That's why she's the stats leader.
Flaherty gets it back. Stick save made. Rebound cleared up high. Maddie Wethington was going for a change. She's replaced by Heisey. Taylor Heisey gets it back. Breakaway for Heisey. Forehand, and she couldn't get the shot off. Kind of ran out of room there. Levis back across, and she can't connect with Heisey that time either.
She might want to get that stick that she gave to a young fan before the game. I think the one that she's got right now might be hampering the moves.
That might have been the lucky stick. We did see Heisey toss a stick up to a lucky young fan before the game. That is certainly a memory made for life. Barine back the other way, fires one high.
That's impressive height from that angle on that shot. I didn't realize it could go that high.
Brown down low. Rosenthal shot hops up into the netting. We will play on. White will take control on the gentleman's agreement there, the gentlewomen's agreement there.
Gentlewomen's agreement there. There you go. Just like you don't say defenseman, you say defender.
Barine for Brown, one-time score.
Snap.
Emily Brown with her 4th of the season. It is a hot start for Maroon. They lead it 1-0. Emily Brown, one of 2 women in the elusive Perfect Attendance Club. And she has our game's first goal. It's 1-0. White with control now. Norcross springs Heisey down the left side. Cutting in across for Norcross. Backhand try. Kick save made by Rooney. This one is lofted down. Steckline's pass too far. Hensley comes out of her goal to play it. And it'll be DeGeorge working her way through the D zone. Under 20 to play, an early 1-0 lead for Maroon on Emily Brown's 4th of the season. Shot from the near side by Bazal, nearly gets through. Bryant, fresh off the bench, loses the handle. She'll get it back in the far side corner. DeGeorge drop pass Heisey now between the dashes. Down low, tried to feed it out front, nobody home. She'll get it back on the redirect. DeGeorge, backhand try, sticked away by Rooney. One of the defining characteristics of a Maddie Rooney. Ooh, we lost the scoreboard there for a second.
No.
It's back now. Oh, not only on the, oh, there we go. Now we are back fully. That was alarming.
That was terrifying.
Centering look, Snodgrass. Shot, save, rebound try is corralled once again by Hensley. As I was saying, one of the defining characteristics of Maddie Rooney in goal, very, very good controlling the stick. A lot of poke checks. One of the better goaltenders at really either the men's or the women's level at controlling the puck with her stick, whether it be making the save or making an outlet pass. Very good with the stick. Bryant down the left side for White. Feeds to the middle for Zumwinkle, working in, backhand score! Grace Zumwinkle answers right back for Capital Bank. It's her 6th of the season. We are knotted up at 1.
If you're watching at home, watch this replay. Look how effortless this backhand is. Grace Zumwinkle, you know she spent some time on that backhand in practice.
Just the slightest slick of the wrist for Grace Zumwinkle. She had 11 tucks last year in the championship campaign for PWHL Minnesota, and now she has her 6th of the DBL season, and we are knotted up at 1. Ooh, a little body check there from Norcross.
Well, Nightingale took one off the ankle, and she's hobbling towards the bench, and she got into the path of Norcross.
Flaherty now down the left side. Norcross, long backhand shot. And it'll be kept alive by Rooney as she flicks it out with the glove. Breen in the neutral zone, 17.5 to play. Steckline on the far side, forced outside by Levis. Now Rosenthal leaves it back for Steckline again. Bryant back up high, now down low. Brown chasing after it. White will resume control and work back left to right. Here's Levis. Into the corner. Now Heisey fresh off the bench. Save made. She'll get her own rebound. Drop pass back for Bizal. Fake shot and score.
Oh, no way.
Nasty puck control there from Madison Bizal. Faked the shot, pulled it back onto the forehand, and fired it top shelf.
I want to see if that was intentional or not.
Have to imagine it was, and didn't quite get a great look at it there. Under 17 to play.
Oh, my goodness.
White with back-to-back goals. It's 2-1.
Well, if that was intentional, that was fabulous.
You're always very doubtful of the fake shots. Nikita Pavlshev pulled it off a few weeks ago, and you were very slow to agree that it was intentional.
I still don't know. We'll never know. It's like the moon landing.
Krasova collapses on that one. Sprawling save made there by Hensley. And now Heisey on her second breakaway of the night.
Here we go.
Taylor Heisey score. The loudest cheer of the evening from these fans here in the state of hockey. The franchise player, Taylor Heisey, makes it 3-1.
Holy cow. Do you just let Taylor Heisey score to elicit that response from the crowd? Is it written into the goaltender's contracts that when Taylor Heisey has a breakaway, you let her get at least one?
Crowd still cheering here as that one is announced, and they give an assist to Maddie Rooney, but she's on the other team, so we assume that it's Hensley.
I would also
picking
assume.
up the assist. Snodgrass over the line.
Oh.
That'd be kind of cruel if after someone sniped you, they gave the goalie an assist for giving up the goal.
Here we go.
Now Norcross down the right side. One time for Bryant. She sends it wide.
Savannah Norcross is so freaking fast.
Maddie Wethington will chase this one down. We are under 15 to play here in the first half. A 3-1 lead for White over Maroon. Bryant cutting into the slot. Now at the right circle. She'll peel off into the corner. Forced there by Brown. Rimmed around to the far side. Maddie Wethington fans on the initial attempt. Gets it down low. Bryant back for Wethington. Cycles up high now down the left side. Toe drag around her man. Bryant pulls it out, backhands, and I'm getting a whiff of like a brat or something, and it smells absolutely delicious.
I'm getting
tipped on net. A nice right pad save made there by Rooney.
Onions?
Yeah, I'm getting like a brat with onions on it.
Nice. I see a giant television making its way towards us. Did you sign up for the TV thing?
I did the first week, and then after that, I figured it'd be a pretty big conflict of interest. Maybe I can just convince Jake to give it to me instead.
The
for all
TV
my
just
hard
keeps
work.
getting closer and closer.
Right here. Jake.
Come back.
There he goes.
Oh.
We're going to have a penalty here. I had my head turned to try to flag down the TV, but it is a holding call, and so we will get a Maroon penalty shot here.
It's an interesting penalty call. I don't think we've ever seen a holding call here.
And taking the shot will be Lee Steckline. So a chance for Steckline's 4th goal of the season. Here we go. Working in.
Nope.
Tried to go 5-hole. Nice work there by Hensley to drop the pad down and make the save.
Let Hensley read that all the way.
Levis down the left side now. Save made. You know, it's actually probably a good thing that I didn't get that TV because I have no way to get it to my sister's house where I'm staying tonight.
Do you not have a car?
My Prius is jam-packed full of stuff for moving tomorrow.
I'll strap it down to the roof.
I don't know, man. It's probably for the best. Maybe next week. Maybe next week.
You're running out of chances here.
Maybe next year I'll be able to work that into my contract. I also want a free Element TV.
I want one of the
for
Element
my
TVs.
services.
Please
Here's a
and
2-on-0,
thank you.
and they do not connect on the pass there. Missed opportunity for White to add on to the lead.
Didn't need an Element TV to see that one.
Heisey will peel out into the neutral zone.
Oh, no.
And Buterak turns this one over. Between the dashes, kick save made by Hensley with the right pad. Our apartment comes fully furnished with a TV, but I also brought my own for our room. Heisey across. Score!
Oh, Matty almost
Rooney
had it.
slowed down about 95% of that puck's momentum, but it just trickles across the goal line, and White leads it 4-1. Claire DeGeorge with her first of the DBL season.
Wow, it's not delivery, it's DeGeorge. I've been waiting for that one for a while.
Four to 1 is the score. 11.5 to play. Maddie Wethington over the line, works inside. Heisey collects it, drops it up high. Norcross, blocker save made by Rooney. I have no comment on the joke made by my partner, Peter Odney.
Well, you don't like that one?
I do
I
not.
thought it was pretty good. Family friendly.
Sheppers for Rosenthal down low, ran out of room. We'll bring it all the way around. Nightingale pokes at it, loose, and it's a goal. Hensley, very similar to that last one, stopped a lot of the momentum, but Maroon gets one back, and it's 4-2. Nikki Nightingale that time.
Nice to see that she's recovered from that shot she took off the top of her ankle. Feels well enough to go out and score goals.
Scoring for Tradition Morgan.
10.5 to play. Sheppers down the right side. Turns it over. White with control back the other way. I still smell those onions, and it is making me hungry. Heisey across, kicked off the skate of Brown that time, and off into the corner.
Boy, if that would have gone in, this place would have lost its collective mind.
Bryant will peel this one back into her own zone briefly, now into the neutral zone. Up ahead for Heisey. Wethington working in. Nightingale with it for Maroon. Long pass intended for Krzyzova, broken up by Flaherty. Heisey right circle. Now Maddie Wethington. Good passing display here from White. Heisey working in. Blocker save made there by Rooney. Maddie Wethington cutting in. Scores!
Oh.
Maddie Wethington adds on to the scoring party for White. They lead it 5-2 with under 10 to play.
Oh, Maddie Rooney usually has those. I'm a little surprised she didn't stop that one. Nonetheless, 5-2.
5-2 the score. White is looking good here early. We'll see what kind of adjustments are needed from Maroon to right the ship, although it is still very early. Both teams still with use of the Dick's House of Sport double puck. Krzyzowa, chance to answer, backhand, and the save is made by Hensley.
Off-topic question. What do you think of crowd chant?
Crowd chant
as the wild goal song.
Oh, as the goal song?
Yeah.
I was a huge crowd chant proponent up until they made the change to shout, and then once it was shout, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much better.
Yes.
Woo. Off the post there from Brian. I was very resistant to the change at first, and then I went to a game, and I was like, oh, this is so good.
Shout is just one of those songs where you can be the curmudgeoniest curmudgeon to ever curmudgeon, and shout will get you up out of your seat.
The time in the week where I lose one of my roster sheets has come. It slides all the way down near Mr. Adam Abrams, and I replace it with the spare copy that I always print.
Did I knock it off?
You did with your cord, but that's okay. Peter is now taking off his headset and weaving it underneath the bench, and he still has enough slack to put it on.
Just barely. There we go.
Beautiful.
Hey.
So some fan down near ice level is going to be very confused as to what they have stumbled upon.
Right now I'm getting quite the stare from Senior Executive Producer and Vice President of Content, Justin Moss.
That is the nicest thing anyone has ever called Justin.
I call him that like once a week. I'm a hype man.
Zumwinkle. Blocker save made by Rooney. No, crowd chant is good. Shout is better.
Yes.
And that's coming from someone who at one time was the world's biggest crowd chant fan.
Well, I appreciate your candor, and I appreciate you having the correct opinion.
White is offside. They tag up. Long stretch pass finds Shepherds down the left side.
Rip it.
Cutting in. Peels it out. Backhand out front. And Hensley will cover this one. White starts back the other way. 3-goal lead here with 6.5 to play in the first.
Certainly
Now
got more
Brown.
coaching help than we normally do.
Glove save made and a beauty by Hensley. Yeah, a lot of coaches on the bench have a feeling that has something to do with the Walter Cup in attendance tonight. Zumwinkle breakaway. Nice save made by Rooney. DeGeorge in the corner. Bumped off by Rosenthal. She will feed Shepherds. And Maroon starts back up the left side. Kicks off the skate of Brown. Wethington, the first on the puck for White. Under 6 to play now. Long stretch pass. Icing waved off. Steckline will break out for Maroon. Over the line now. Cutting in. Lost the handle on the shot. Gets it back.
Yeah.
Centering look deflected, and first one on the puck will be Snodgrass. Down the right side now. Into the neutral zone. Tries to feed Krzyzowa. Tips off her stick. Wethington will retrieve for White. Just before 8 o'clock local time here, Edina, Minnesota. Week 7 of Djibouti League, our final regular season night of games. As now it's a 2-on-0 back the other way. Passed across. Snodgrass with a try that time. And the save is made by Hensley. And I think we have a new player in the mix now that I did not see on the roster sheet. I might have to take a look at Peter's most updated. There appears to be
What are we looking for?
There
Number
appears
9?
to be a number 9 Maroon that
I don't have a 9 Maroon.
we have not been informed of, so that will remain a mystery. Heisey with a shot, save made by
mystery
Rooney,
player.
and she will keep it in play. You know, I have a pretty electric story about a mystery player in a game that I called. Oh my goodness, Breen. Target practice. Top shelf goal. Her DBL leading 10th of the year. And Maroon back within 2. It's 5-3.
I'm going to watch the replay here. I was a little bit
Just
distracted.
absolutely sniped by Barine.
Whoop! Oh! The slimmest of targets.
That was a snipe from PWHL Minnesota's Abby Barine, and they're back within 2. Anyway, mystery player story. I was calling Chaska versus Chanhassen boys hockey this year.
Ah, the rivalry.
Which was just a bloodbath. I think the final was something like 11-0.
Sounds like a bloodbath to me.
This game, it was I think the second to last regular season game in February. And late in the third period, this player that I did not have on any roster for Chanhassen's on the ice. Big, tall player, about 6'4". And I noticed that the crowd was just going nuts for this kid every time he was on the ice. So I had a feeling that, okay, maybe this is like a JV kid. Maybe his manager suited up. So evidently there's a little tie-up down low now. Gets a good applause from this crowd. Zumwinkle with it. Evidently, later on in that game, this player got in on a 2-on-0 with Gavin Eulenkamp. And Eulenkamp slid it across. This player, number 12 is all I could refer to him as, puts it home for the goal. The entire team floods the ice as the horn sounds, going absolutely nuts. Come to find out later on, it was a senior playing JV, Flaherty with it. It was his first varsity game, and he managed to score his first varsity goal late in that game.
Who was it?
A mystery.
You never figured it out?
I did figure it out after the fact. Blanking on his name. I remember the big, tall number 12.
Big, tall number 12.
No, the Chanhassen boys hockey account put out a good tweet about it. I'm sure I could find it. Maybe during halftime, that'll be my little research project.
Well, now I want to know who it is. I love that.
It was pretty great. Let me see if the good old Emmon Hockey Hub has something for me. Zumwinkle with it.
Well, I mean, you can wait till halftime.
No, I'm a good multitasker. Zumwinkle will break it out for White. Surveying, firing it ahead to the blue line, working in, drop pass. Flaherty fires one high. Wethington with it now. Cutting in between. Minute and a half to go here from Braemar. Is a 5-3 White lead as we inch closer to the halftime break. White with control. Oh. Shot from the right circle there by Zumwinkle. Deflects away. And now pulled out again. Last minute of play here. So actually it was a 7-0 final, not as lopsided as I thought. Alex Grant, his name, number 12, scored with 20 seconds to go in running time, so they just all flooded the ice. And I was right, the primary assist was from Eulenkamp. So
you remembered the assist. That's nice of you.
That I did. 36 ticks to go. Hard to forget Gavin Eulenkamp. What a player.
Impossible to forget Gavin Eulenkamp. Little stick taps between Barine and Brian there.
Barine with it now for Maroon. 22 ticks to go. Our mystery player, number 9, Francis, across the line. Will work to confirm an identity there. And a tight offside whistle and a late shot in on the goalie.
May not have heard that whistle.
White does not take exception to that. And that will take us to the break. The horn sounds. It is a 5-3 lead for Tradition Capital Bank at the half. Peter, your thoughts on this first half of play?
Tradition Mortgage might want to rub the Walter Cup for good luck, but should be a slam bang finish here in the second half.
Anna Baining down at ice level with Emily Brown.
I'm here with Emily Brown, and Emily, it's a big week. Playoff week here in Beauty League. What's it going to take to come out on top?
Oh, it's going to take a lot. I think we got to increase our possession time a little bit. We're kind of running around a little, but we got a full, 23 minutes, so don't count out Team Maroon. I think we got a lot in store for us second half.
And what kind of honor and privilege would it be to win the Cup next week?
Oh, unbelievable. I mean, love it. I almost said the Walter Cup, but it doesn't. Not that one, but Yeah, it would be awesome. Obviously, we're out here having fun week to week, and it's been a long, fun summer coming here every Wednesday, but playing for a good cause, and so it just mean a lot to cap off the summer with the big win next week.
It was the first summer having women's teams here in Beauty League, and I'm sure there's going to be many more summers to come. Are you going to be playing in those? Can we look forward to watching you?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm gonna probably score a few more goals and increase my stock a little bit. But yeah, it'd be awesome to come back next summer and the summers after.
Sure, you have a permanent spot here at the Beauty League. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Anna. Good to hear from Emily Brown, and want to give a special shout out to Anna Baining, who just accepted her first full-time news anchor position down in Omaha, Nebraska. She'll be moving down there in the coming weeks. So congratulations to Anna. Great work there. And at this time, we remind you that Tradition is a family of Minnesota-based companies working for good in our communities while connecting the dots for all of your land development, financial services, and home building needs. Learn more at traditionco.com. Second half is underway here from Braemar.
How'd you find that out about Anna?
I believe LinkedIn.
Wow.
Indeed, we are connections. I don't think that we are connections on LinkedIn. I don't know if you have a LinkedIn.
I do. I have one. It's have my name on there. That's about it. There's no profile picture. I have no endorsements. Is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I don't have any of those. I'm a little bit behind the LinkedIn 8-ball.
I'm a pretty big LinkedIn guy. I don't post a lot on there. I keep it up to date. Anyone that requests to add me, I accept.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to be a connection,
I
happy
will
to have you.
I'll totally connect with you because then I can just reap the benefits of your hustling on the internet. I'll level with you, though. There's some real jabronis on LinkedIn, man.
Oh, absolutely.
There's some real jabronis on LinkedIn.
The thing that really irks me is like the fake messages that are just ads.
I have 7 of those.
It's the worst.
I get all excited because I think that it might be somebody who's like
a
interested.
headhunter. Yeah.
And it's not. It's always someone from LinkedIn.
Levis working inside on the backhand. Where's the puck?
That's out.
Stays
That's
out.
There you go.
Hi, Will. We at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee think you're a great fit for our graduate program.
Oh, so you get messages from real universities? I get them from fake universities.
No, I get them.
Western Goober University. Or the University of Southern New Hampshire, which I'm not convinced is real either.
Oh, no, the New Hampshire one is an online university. I know that one.
The University of Southern New Hampshire?
They advertised late night on Comedy Central. No, here it is. Milwaukee School of Engineering. Hi, Will. Based on your LinkedIn profile and experience, you may be a great fit for our online MBA program. I am a sophomore in undergrad.
Oh, somebody offered me an MBA, too.
Norcross on the breakaway. Fake shot and a right pad save made by Rooney.
Norcross is going to get one here sooner rather than later.
You have to think that's just a giant glaring ethical violation by LinkedIn to allow
telling people like me to get an MBA.
Not even that. Oh, nice save made by Hensley there, sliding to her left with the glove save. No, but just like the fake advertisement or the fake messages, they're just ads. Norcross tried to go 5-hole. It got through. A rebound try there.
Oh, my gosh.
By Flaherty.
How did Norcross get so far ahead of everyone?
Kind of leaked out behind the old Nate Schmidt. There's a shot from in between the circles. And a goal for Grace Zumwinkle, her second of the night. And it stretches the White lead back up to 3 at 6-3.
Wow, just a perfectly placed shot, nice and low. Best case scenario, the puck goes in. Worst case scenario, it turns into a rebound. That's something I would implore young players to learn. Shoot low.
Maroon with it. Long stretch pass finds Sheppers over the line. 19.5 to play, 6-3 lead for White here. Sheppers cutting in, and she'll peel it out. Finds Steckline. Someone just got dumped in the slot for White. DeGeorge was slow to get to her feet there. Steckline will go back to get it. I will say not everything on LinkedIn is all that bad. I got I shouldn't say unsolicited. I requested to connect with Jim Peterson, the TV color guy for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
As Maddie Wethington will come back the other way, working in, goes between the legs, she scores!
It goes in.
Maddie Wethington, her second of the game, and it is a stunner. 7-3 white. What a beauty for Maddie Wethington.
Boy, she's lucky that it went in. You call your shot like that. Nothing more embarrassing than not being able to convert. But Maddie Wethington always converts.
Rooney got a piece of it, but a strong enough look there from between the legs from Maddie Wethington. It sneaks through. 18.5 to play. 7-3 lead for Capital. No, but I requested connect, and I woke up the next morning to a very nice message from Jim, just basically telling me to keep grinding. Appreciate that. No, it was wonderful. I woke up and I was like, heck yeah, man.
What's up, Jim Peterson?
I got Jim Peterson in my corner. Brown over the line, Steck line, drop pass, Nightingale.
Oh!
Her shot goes wide, between the legs pass there from Liz Shepers. And they don't connect. Zumwinkle back the other way, goal short of a hat trick. Maddie Wethington also a goal short of a hat trick.
Yeah.
Glove save made by Rooney.
My most recent LinkedIn connection was with a very highly sought-after professional advertising person.
Zumwinkle to the backhand, sliding pad save made by Maddie Rooney.
Nice save there.
Would it be someone I know the name of?
No, it would be my future sister-in-law.
Ah.
You got to get those
Snodgrass, stick
connections
save
where
made
you
by
can get 'em.
Hensley. Peter Rodney, I have found your LinkedIn, and I have requested to connect.
That's great. You're about to be sorely disappointed.
7-3 the score. There's a shot by Barine. Blocker save made by Hensley. Back the other way. Heisey and Zumwinkle, 2-on-1.
Oh, my gosh. No.
Hat trick, Grace Zumwinkle. Her 6th, 7th, and 8th goals of the season all come tonight, and it is a 5-goal white lead. It's 8-3.
It is a rule of the universe that when Taylor Heisey and Grace Zumwinkle are on a 2-on-1, the puck has to go over the line. That's just, water is wet. Those two on a 2-on-1, outstanding.
I have dropped my pen. I just can't stop losing things here. No, don't worry, Peter. I'll grab another one.
Gel ballpoint, retractable cap, black, red, blue.
Gel, please.
How skinny?
As skinny as possible. Oh, Justin has beaten you to the punch. I'll take the gel one. Appreciate it, Justin.
Take that back, Justin. Take it back.
Snodgrass' shot goes wide, now played in the corner. 16-10 to play, a 5-goal white lead. The Braemar Arena scoreboard, once again, still says the first half.
Greg, no.
And now Greg is also offering me a pen. Don't worry about it. We are good. Norcross back the other way. Peter, is your preferred pen color blue, black, or red?
Ooh, depends on what I'm doing.
Signing a check.
Black.
Fair. Writing a letter to your mother.
Black.
So are you like black all around? When would be a time you use blue?
Primarily I use black. If I'm going to be writing a lot on a yellow legal pad, I tend to use blue pens, like if I'm transcribing an interview or just taking notes during an interview. And then if I'm editing something or if I'm making notes on a printed piece of paper, I use red.
One time look for Barine on the near side. Goes off the side of the net. I am a big blue Bic. I believe it's the Ultra Stick or something. The Stick
I know
Pro.
what you're talking about.
Brian over the line. You know, the ones like the semi-opaque cap.
It's the blue version of what Greg just tried to hand you.
Yes. Precisely.
You got her. You got her.
Long stretch pass finds Shepers in all alone. Score.
Yeah, Liz.
Liz Shepers gets one back for Maroon. They draw it within 4. It's 8-4. And I'm not sure if they're going to give it to him, but the hot puck light is now on, and they do.
Kelly Panic is lobbying so hard to get the hot puck goal. Oh, maybe she might think of a career as a lawyer.
Hot puck goal for Liz Shepers. I will say I do not like the precedent we have set with that here in the Beauty League, because that is not the first time we have had that happen where it's goal. Oh, pull it, pull it, pull it.
All right, well, you know what? I'll let you argue with Kelly Panic about that. Good luck.
Nightingale with it for Maroon. Let's see if they can add one more, really make things interesting here.
Liz.
Sheppers had someone on the back door, couldn't get it through to her. Maddie Wethington with control for White. I also enjoy the Bic Crystal is my go-to for getting a baseball signed.
Really?
Yep, that's what I got. My Shohei Ohtani was with the Bic Crystal.
I suppose you always want a ballpoint for autographs because there's no chance of it really smudging.
That indeed, yes. Sheppers, stack line across. Buterak got a stick on it, but it goes wide. Nightingale down low. Buterak pinned in there by DeGeorge. 13 and a half to play. A minute left on the Dick's House Sport double puck for Maroon. Zumwinkle across. Wethington's shot is blocked by the shin pads of Steckline. Long stretch pass finds Snodgrass. Give and go. Snodgrass score!
There it is. There it is.
Back-to-back hot puck goals for Maroon. They are within one. 13-12 to play. It's 8-7.
Yes. I look real smart right now. Natalie Snodgrass just scored a goal.
It's her third of the season. For Natalie Snodgrass, Sheppers had the first hot puck goal. Snodgrass gets another. There's still 43 seconds remaining on the Dick's House of Sport double puck, and Maroon is within one. 2-on-0. Zumwinkle somehow, Maddie Rooney shuts the door. Pass across, taken by Zumwinkle. One-time look, Norcross fans on it. Bazal will clean it up and take it out the left circle. Now here's Heisey. Toe drag, stripped. And Snodgrass will work down the left side. Sends it across, backhand try, rebound, sprawling save made by Hensley. 3 seconds on the double puck. One time, save made, rebound try, backhand Francis. And another save made by Hensley. Great goaltending sequence there from Nicole Hensley. Keeps it a one-goal game.
Right now we're trying to figure out where my phone is. I was trying to look up who Francis might be. I think it might be Summer Francis. Does that name ring a bell for you?
As Greg goes down.
Greg is checking the floor, looking for my cell phone.
I do not have it. I have not pocketed it. And Greg appears to see it.
Greg sees it?
He's
Greg
reaching.
sees it?
He
Oh,
has it.
there it is. There's my little research machine.
Peter Odney's cell phone has been recovered.
There
we can all
it
rest
is.
easy.
Well, I figured I might as well check my email to see if Greg Roberts had sent us something about who Francis might be. Although you have a direct line to Craig.
That I do. Left pad save made by Hensley. And might I add, he offered that same privilege to you. You just didn't. You didn't take him up on it.
Oh, maybe that's why I don't have any LinkedIn friends either.
Breen's shot goes high, under 11 and a half to play. It is a one-goal lead here for White. Maroon with back-to-back hot puck goals to make things interesting here.
Well, Capital still has that hot puck, though. They could blow this out of the water if they get a couple of those.
Flaherty tries to center for Levis. It's deflected to the far side. Collapsing on that one is Brown to play it for Maroon. Backhand up ahead, finds Sheppers. Long
nice.
stretch pass.
Just barely got a stick on that.
Now Heisey with it for White. She'll peel out of the zone up high. Sends it into a sea of sticks, and it's redirected wide of the goal. Nightingale with heavy pressure from Bryant. Steckline with it now. 10 and a half to play. Gearing up for a good finish here. The final regular season game of the DBL season. Crazy, Peter, to think that it is all almost over.
It is kind of crazy to think about. It went really fast.
Kick save made there by Hensley. Yeah, it seems like just yesterday, July 10th, we were starting things off here from Braemar, and now we come to a close. Wethington sends it on that time. Rooney makes the save. Maroon will spring back the other way. Snodgrass and Steckline into the zone. Snodgrass keeps it. Save made by Hensley there. And Steckline looking to keep it alive. Hensley will grab the stick. They will exchange pleasantries, and we'll get a face-off.
July 10th, I was driving through a hailstorm.
Yeah, that was nuts. I
From
forgot
the
about the
University of
thunderstorm.
Minnesota campus. Driving down, I don't even know what the street was called.
University?
No, it wasn't University.
Oak?
It wasn't Oak either. How did I even get here?
What's
I don't even
I'm trying to think
remember
of
the
what
route.
runs opposite of University.
It wasn't like Lagoon or anything.
Norcross down the right side. I have to brush up a little bit on my my campus.
Geography?
Yeah. Yep. Maddie Wethington with it. That's what we have maps for, right?
Well, I don't spend enough time in Minneapolis to really know my way around.
Yeah, I forgot you're a St. Paul boy.
I'm a St. Paul boy.
Born and bred.
Not born, but bred.
Bazal with it now.
Oh.
Cutting to the forehand. Lost the handle under 9 to play. Zumwinkle tipped on net by Wethington. Goes just wide. Maroon with it now. Looking to even this one up. They have used their hot puck, but
Oh my
goal
gosh,
will
what
tie
a play.
things up. Zumwinkle with it. Working in.
Oh,
Sends it
my
high.
Gosh. Bazal did all that work, and Zumwinkle puts it high.
8:10 to go now. Maddie Wethington down low. Zumwinkle can't put it home on the back door.
He's used up all her goals.
Morrison, long stretch pass. Francis will go for this one. Backhand and pulls it out. Couldn't get the shot off. Good defensive pressure there from Bazal. Centering look. Intercepted by Heisey. She'll flip it up for Zumwinkle. Foot race now with Nightingale. Zumwinkle gets the good positioning and she'll control.
Rip it.
Levis.
Oh.
Shot goes wide. Deflected over there by Francis. 7.5 to play now. Now we have a good jersey spotting here. Across the way, I see a UMD Bulldogs maroon sweater.
I do as well.
That is a good-looking sweater over there. Have to wonder if there is any Matty Rooney connection there. Maybe just a big Bulldogs fan.
I'll give you 50 cents if you go ask that fan how they feel about AJ Francisco verbally pledging to Notre Dame.
Yeah, big loss for UMD. A lot of people in the hockey world thought it might be another Francisco heading to UMD. Those in the know tell me that it was never really even a serious consideration for AJ, but he makes his pledge to Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish. Shepard sends that one across. And now White will work back. If you had your pick, here's Levis, save made. Byron, if you had your pick of any Division I school to play at, assume no NIL money in any case, where are you taking your talents?
Am I a legitimate NHL prospect?
You are the #1 recruit in your high school class.
Shoot. Do I play defense or forward?
You are a center.
Oh, man. Michigan State.
Rebound for Norcross.
Michigan
State, really?
Michigan State, I think they've got a good coaching staff there. If you're a legitimate NHL prospect and – okay, here's a better question. Am I drafted or not?
You are entering your draft year.
I'm entering my draft year. Oh, boy.
Yes.
Well, I would rely, of course, on my player advisor. But I think as a forward, I think Michigan State would be a good spot. I like Adam Nightingale. I like the way he works with his forwards. Michigan, I think Michigan gets by on its brand name a little bit. North Dakota would also be the other option.
I was racking my brain. I don't think I would pick Minnesota.
I wouldn't pick Minnesota either. No offense, Bob.
No, absolutely not. Minnesota, great program. Love to support them, but I do not think they'd be my pick. I would want to go somewhere where hockey's the main attraction, I think. Here's Zumwinkle on a breakaway. 5-hole try. Rooney shuts the door.
You don't think hockey's the main attraction at the University of Minnesota?
I mean, kind of, yeah, but also not really. Francis over the line. Left side, it goes wide. I would have a hard time not taking the University of North Dakota.
Yeah.
Wethington. Oh, that one goes high.
So I think that the University of North Dakota, not only is hockey the main attraction, but you're also the toasts of the town. I mean, good luck paying for dinner or buying a Gatorade or another adult beverage in Grand Forks when you're playing for the Fighting Hawks.
Especially as the #1 recruit in the class, you know you're probably going to be bringing success to the people of Grand Forks. I mean, you could move back to Grand Forks after your pro career or whatever, and you are more or less set for life. I mean, they'll build you a statue if you bring them a national title.
Well, I don't know if they'll build you a statue. I know a couple of former UND players who were on those national championship teams, and they don't have statues, but Grand Forks does tend to retain a lot of players that played collegiately.
Were they the elite prospect that Peter Rodney and Will Peterson are? Here's Steckline going wide.
I don't know. I know that I'm thinking of Jeff Panzer in particular. Jeff has scrapped for every inch of his hockey career, he and his brother Jay.
Flaherty puts this one on. Wethington collapsing. Worth noting, White has used the hot puck here. They've got 1:12 remaining on it. Maroon with a 2-on-1 looking to tie things up. Barine down low, drops it. Oh, what a save on the try from Shepard. Snodgrass. Oh, what a save!
Oh, my
Ring
gosh.
10 bells, Nicole Hensley.
Oh,
now a breakaway
my
look back
word.
the other way. It's Zumwinkle closing in. It goes high.
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness,
Oh,
Nicole
my
Hensley.
goodness. When I die, I want to see 3 highlights as I'm in the hospital or wherever I end up going. I want to see myself carry the crown of flowers during the Mother of Mary parade at my old parish. I want to see the time I met Tim Pawlenty at a Wild game, and I want to see that sequence.
23 seconds to go. What a big 3 of memories for you to see in the waning moments of your life.
Core memories.
15 seconds on the double puck for White. Chance to really put a dagger in this one. Save made. The clock will keep running. Now it'll stop at 2:22.
7 seconds.
7 seconds
perfect
left
time.
for
Perfect
White.
time for a timeout. It's perfect time for a timeout, John Bakke.
Can't do that, Peter. And John does look up here. Face off to the blocker side of Rooney. Hot puck time has expired for White. We will play conventional hockey for the last 2:10. Maroon looking for the equalizer here late. Could we get a shootout in our final regular season game of the season?
I hope so.
Brown will play this one down low. We'll keep an eye on Rooney in the Maroon goal, see if she will make her way to the bench. Francis. Pass to the high slot is broken up by Heisey. Return feed for Heisey goes too far. Buterak will go and take this one for Maroon. 100 seconds left in the DBL regular season. Nightingale for Maroon.
Let's see if Heisey comes off the ice at all for the next 1:30.
Rooney still in her post looking at the Maroon bench for a signal. White with control, so she'll have to wait. Heisey with it, 1:23. Happy to rag this puck for White. She got a defender to bite. Now she looks to go coast to coast. 1:13 now. Centers for Levis. Kicks off a couple of sticks. Levis gets it back on the deflection from Snodgrass. White with it. 1:05 to go. Heisey passes up the shot, sends it across. Levis on the back door. Couldn't connect with Bazal. Heisey gets it back. 55 ticks to go. Maroon has to force a zone exit here. And now they will. Shepard's with it. Feeds it up ahead. Rooney heads to the bench. It's Snodgrass in with Steckline. Sends it across. Backhand goes wide. 40 seconds to go. White gets it back. The extra attacker is on. White with control. Heisey. Can she hit the empty net? Steckline closing back on her on the back check. Now she'll turn and score. Taylor Heisey, an empty net goal. It's her second of the game. And you can start the buses. White is going to hold on and win. They will take the #1 seed in the women's division into our playoffs.
We just lost 14 seconds.
Taylor Heisey, her second of the night. Fans are starting to filter out of here. White is going to hang on and win this one
Thankfully, it's only the first half.
in our final game of the DBL regular season. What a ride it has been. White, your final game champions as we head into the playoffs. On the men's side, the number 1 seeded Element, number 2 seeded Tria, number 3 Waler, number 4 Anderson. The horn sounds here. Capital Bank takes down Mortgage. White takes down Maroon. 9-7 is your final. We will be right back here from Edina on Monday for the semifinal contests. And then Wednesday we will have a pair of championship games as well as a special hockey game. So we invite you to tune in. Better yet, we invite you to come on out here to Braemar Arena. Would love to see a packed barn for the championship games. Have a feeling the hockey faithful will pull through for us. We'll have a nice crowd here. Peter, we are signing off for the final time here in the regular season. Anything you want to get off your chest?
No. Other than that, I'm excited for playoffs. I've got my playoff beard rolling. It's starting to come in very nicely. My playoff mustache is starting to make it a little difficult to eat things with condiments on them, but I digress. I'm excited for playoffs. It's been an excellent regular season. It's been a ton of fun being here at Braemar every Wednesday. I look forward to coming back on Monday evening.
Taylor Heisey is your player of the game. Unsurprisingly, and does she have another stick to give away?
She's got another stick. She's got another stick.
She's got to have a sponsorship now. She's giving away 2.
I believe she is a primary athlete for CCM. I believe CCM.
And she tosses a puck up to the fans. Only 1 stick being given away tonight.
Just the
she holds
one
on to the
stick.
second one. Hard to falter there. Got to keep a couple. You got to keep at least 1 backup. They will head down the tunnel, and that will do it for us from Braemar Arena. For the entire YHH cast and crew, for Anna Banning at ice level, Peter Rodney, my color man, my name is Will Peterson, wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Edina.